I actually don't know how I want to start this.
I have a task.
I have a task for you. That's how we should.
Family.
Family.
Yeah, while we were watching this, the two main memes were family and I have a task for you.
Well, that was so funny. I have a task for you.
I have a task.
I don't know. Someone talk about having a task and
They're hard.
Who's your guys' favorite character?
Yeah.
I like Alexis and Yelena.
Black Widow.
Alexi.
Alexi, I don't Yelena.
I loved Alexi.
Oh,
I keep
is it?
forgetting to. No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Alexi was he should have his own TV show.
He'll probably show up in a bunch of things.
He better.
There we
He
go.
better.
You probably show up in.
I want him. He can
Probably
make
not
any movie.
Hawkeye. I think. Oh, he'll probably show up in Captain America 4.
I want him to show up in everything. I want him in Spider-Man 3.
He's the new Stan Lee.
Yeah, I want him
cameos.
I want him to be our new Thanos.
Yeah.
So today, we all watched Black Widow just now.
You guys
and
don't like my costume? I made the glove myself.
Still fits.
Still fits. And we'll talk some Loki, because that also happened.
Yes,
We all watched Black Widow. Yeah, my favorite character was definitely I really liked Yelena.
I figured.
I liked her I don't know, I just thought the back and forth between her and Nat was really good.
I liked it. I was like, yeah, those are definitely siblings.
Yeah.
You know, the bickering
I
side.
like you.
I liked her just as much as I liked Natasha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it.
And I think actually I have a real question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better than Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not a hard beat.
Yeah.
Though.
No, it's not, but I just remember your cousin just not even putting it above
Well,
Cap.
because he doesn't think about that movie. That's how little that movie means to him.
So I was just like, oh god. Yeah, she was my favorite character. I don't know, I liked how chaotic she was in moments.
But
She bought the Infinity War vest.
Yeah. It wasn't the pockets, it was everything, when they were breaking him out, every single decision she made. She tried to be like her sister, which I thought was kind of cute. She did the pose and she's like,
Oh.
that was disgusting.
Yeah, that was funny.
No, or cute.
That was a good joke.
Honestly, for me, the only I thought it was funny, but just anything Alexi said, I was like, that's fun. I was like, that's cute.
Yeah.
I like that. Other than that, most of the humor of the movie came from outside of the movie, like us.
Still can't believe she did shit the moment she was in the room behind the door.
I have a task for you.
Best scene in the movie, my father, go to bathroom on my hands.
Because the frostbite
Urine is
toilet.
35 degrees Celsius.
higher than frostbite, so my hands
Goes to
would be
toilet
able to
on
work.
one.
Best scene.
How is
I
this?
thought it was a good.
How is this relevant?
I thought that I really liked their relationship as a family.
Family.
But I liked how, I don't know, it just seemed as if they were trying to show that you don't have to be
Alone.
blood related in order to be a family,
Mhm.
and even when you think you're alone, sometimes you're not.
I like that because the Avengers always implies that, but they have a compatriot, you are my brother in arms.
Yeah.
This is none of us are related to each other, but
Yeah, and also because it's
Anyway.
the parents obviously weren't the best at
Yeah.
times, so it's
but it's kind of funny too. You're like, man, they were horrible, and you're like, they're horrible fake parents, and you're like, well, even if they were their parents, they'd just be horrible parents, and it's how funny is that? They have they're fake sisters, but they have a brother sister dynamic. They're fake mom and dad, but when she's like, would you have to tell them to wait for Santa Claus? It's yeah, I can imagine a real family arguing, be like, did you really have to fucking stay up with them all night to fucking hunt for Santa? Or it's cute, just cute, I really liked it when she's like, I remember this day. We did Halloween, Christmas, and Thanksgiving all in one day. I'm like, that's really cute.
yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be oh, those were the 2 years we spent in Ohio, and it's oh, one day. I'm like, that's genius.
Because then you have you have the the scrapbook for it. It's just like ingenious to do like when you're undercover.
Still don't know why she had fucking blue hair in the 90s.
I couldn't tell
Just
you.
the rebellious phase.
You want the
You're a KGB.
Jeez.
I
And-
would have beat the shit out of her and be like, go dye your hair red.
And she was trying to deny that it wasn't real throughout the whole movie until the
To be fair,
end.
She did it one time, but yeah.
She did a couple
Yeah,
of
it's
times.
not
She
fair.
did it in the house with all of them, and then she did it with just Yelena.
I was like,
in the shop when the guy was just like, "Oh my God, there was an Avenger!" Like
yeah,
the
she's like, oh, you're not my sister.
yeah, like
give her a little dig.
she could say that but I feel like it was just her I feel like it was her denying it because because she literally grabbed a whole ass gun and was just like, "Don't touch her."
Yeah, I think from like
Yeah.
it's like cool because like from the offset, you're like, no, Nat does see them as a family, but like she also has to come with the terms that this family set her on a really like fucked up path.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it would have been
It's
interesting
fine.
if she genuinely didn't. She actually genuinely thought that way, and then through the movie she learned,
Rather than being
actually,
like,
no.
she's clearly saying it to like
Yeah.
Oh,
help
yeah.
her front.
Like there was no like character like she didn't change. There was no development.
Like it would have been cool if when she fought Yelena, like she was the ruthless one, and Yelena's like, nah, and then she fucking beats the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Because then it'd be like, like Nat doesn't see her as like,
Like,
this is my
that-
sister. Like she'd be like, you are another agent that might kill me.
Like, literally, narratively, that fight had nothing. There was literally no point in that. That fight could have not been in the movie, and it would have been the same movie. It's like,
I liked it, but I thought it was gonna be in like a thing where they were gonna laugh it off at the end, and I'm like, haha, you can't.
this is
You
like,
know, all dogs can't learn new tricks. This is probably how they bonded for the last 20 years.
One
It's like,
thing-
hey, let's meet up, let's beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, but it was nothing. It was
And then they're like, truce. I'm like, wait, you
One,
guys are genuinely trying to kill each other at one point.
one thing I kind of wish they kind of changed was the pheromone thing. I felt like that was just kind
Oh,
of
the-
cop
the-
out.
The cock smell.
Yeah.
It really felt like they were like, we need tension in this scene, but I don't know how to make
It's so funny though.
So
They did
just-
the same thing twice. They were like, I almost said Wanda. Natasha's gonna beat the bad guy, but oh no, her mom is betraying her. Psych. They
Psych.
knew this was gonna happen, so they swapped out. Uh-oh, he has the pheromone, so Natasha can't hit him. Psych.
Breaks
they knew
her
that.
nose.
I'm like, did it twice. Where's the third time? Like I was really hoping Elena was gonna be like, must not hurt when she like blew up the plane.
That would have been funny. I get why they did it because the guy's cautious as shit, but it's obvious that Milena would know. They even said, "Oh yeah, she was the strategist. She was."
Yeah, like they just set up she's smart, but also she's in on it. So
Yeah.
it's like you wouldn't be shocked that yeah, she probably knows.
I would say no one really developed. It was more to show you, I think,
Family.
Yelena and the family in general, and
I think the one thing that developed is their family dynamic.
yeah. And I would definitely say the only one character that changed was Alexei, because before he was him and Dreykov were kind of very similar, where they were these males who didn't really care about anything, and they just cared about their glory.
He's
almost.
pretty static though, because that's setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change would be granted, I do love the scene where he's trying to bond with Yelena, and then he sings the song to her. But to me, it's not that he hasn't changed. It's just that's him proving to her, be like, no, I am your dad.
Yeah.
She's like, you're not my fucking dad, and he's like, because he's telling her a story about his dad, and then kind of he, in the nicest way possible, throws it in her face like, oh, I'm not your dad, right? Bet you I can make you smile and cry in 1 second. Bye. He sings her song.
See, I just wish that they wove all of that stuff into the action scenes and when stuff was happening.
They do tag.
All they did was just I'll have here a couple pockets here.
Yeah.
Put some shit
I'm kind
here,
of shocked
done.
they didn't fight
Done.
together a lot. Because Marvel's
Yeah.
really good at doing yo, we're gonna get two superheroes together. They're gonna fight with
Yeah,
each other.
yeah.
That
in
was one of,
Avengers 1. That's so cool.
or Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
It would've made
That's
more
such a good fight.
It would make more sense for the family
When
to
did they
bond through
finish
that.
shooting it? Because I feel like it's been
This
Finished
year
for a
ago,
while.
Before-
2 years ago.
It was before, yeah, because it was supposed to come out in May. They were just editing it, and then it was filmed before Falcon Winter Soldier.
oh So then, yeah,
So-
that doesn't make sense then why they didn't do
Also,
like
the
them
family
fighting
doesn't
together.
develop. They just affirm that we are what we were like before. That's it. Like they didn't.
That's true.
Their dynamic didn't change really. It's the same as it was before. It's just now it's actually here for sure. Actually, it's not. We didn't just
Like my biggest thing is like Nat didn't go through anything.
no.
No.
I'm like that's my biggest problem. I'm like this movie's called Black Widow, but like you
I mean,
could
she
have
went
written anyone.
Bro,
to
the shit
do
that
this.
happened.
I
in
mean,
the
she went through
backstory was
grief.
more interesting, like with her blowing up the building and stuff. Like that's like a character.
Dude, that's why like my cousin said it
That's
best.
like,
He's like I wish we fought. He's like I wish the movie was about Budapest. And then you in the beginning you were like that'd be kind of cool to see like her life chronicled through the Red Room, through all this, and that'd be cool. At the end of the movie, ScarJo shows up, and you're like end of Act 2, and you're like fucking Black Widow's here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we needed an origin movie for Black Widow
What
instead of.
that would've been
Yeah,
nice.
but
like
another
this.
prequel.
But it would have made more sense in Phase 1 to set up
For sure.
Yeah,
Hawkeye
that
and
should've
Black
happened
Widow. Doing it now would have made absolutely
I
no
think
sense.
this has reaffirmed prequels. Not it for these movies because like they're really good at weaving themselves together. But when you
What?
do a prequel, it becomes this problem. It's like
It also
like
depends
for
on
example,
how
like
you do
Captain
it
Marvel's
as well.
biggest problem is well then why the fuck didn't she show up earlier? Well, I know because you didn't write it till just now.
Yeah.
But like in this, it's like you want to give stuff, but you don't want to do too much. Like you can't make something so monumental happen that like the characters would be
unless you're not on Earth.
No, like
No, but the thing is, you're using pre-established characters, so it's like you can't
Yeah.
make Natasha like do a 180 because it's gonna be like, oh, Natasha has changed from Civil War, and it's like, but she's the same person in Infinity War as she is in Civil War. And this takes in between this. So how does she go through a character arc and then undo it?
Yeah.
Honestly,
And it's like so you can't put her through.
I feel like
anything.
she's
That's
gone through more character development through everyone else's movies besides this one.
Yeah, this movie
that's
is one.
because she never had her own movie till just now.
Exactly.
In the most because like the problem with the prequels is that they take place at points like in the climax, the middle of the story. Like, that's ridiculous. They should have been at the beginning.
Like
Yeah,
I
with,
hate to say it,
Captain
but
America,
like
Iron
the side
Man.
characters kind of stole her show.
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't
Yeah, and
like.
it's
I'm
not
gonna
like
be
those
real.
characters were great,
Alexis,
it's just that,
Taskmaster,
they had
Yelena.
something new.
Like the prison scene, it's like
I think
Wanda's
no,
gonna
hold
fight,
on.
and it's like
Well, I
I
mean,
wanted
our
to see Alexis
Taskmaster.
fight. I wanted
Our
to see, like, Yelena on
Taskmaster
the
was the
helicopter, and I'm
best.
like,
Yeah.
I have a task for
Yeah,
you.
I have a task.
I have a task.
Because the problem is, you know Black Widow already. So like, oh, you're in. This movie isn't presenting you with any new side of Black Widow. It's just Natasha. That's
It was very. It was a market thing. It's just like having Taskmaster in there, which I want to get to next. It was just like having Taskmaster in there, right? This movie, I feel like the whole point of it was
I do like the twist though.
What?
I do like the twist with Taskmaster.
I thought it was okay.
I think they could have handled it
Better.
a lot worse than they did.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's cool that it's like she's my daughter, but it's also like because that's supposed to be Natasha's arc, I guess, is like getting over that. But I'm like, honestly, God's Taskmaster was just a nobody.
It could have been, and it would have been the same movie. So
No.
Because like it.
She
It's
would've-
actually
she would've
just-
had
it's-
less grief.
hey, who cares?
She killed-
Yeah, but it's
What
not like
effect did
it's
that
not like
have
she
on-
changes. It's
Yeah,
not like
exactly.
she's like killing is wrong. Because
What
in the
effect
next
did
movie,
would
she's
that
fucking
have on
mowing
the
bitches
plot
down.
If she had less grief,
Like,
literally
so-
nothing. She would have done the same
Oh, I
shit.
can't say I'm sorry to her.
I feel
Yeah,
like the
like,
point
flat
here-
out.
But it's also she gets ready to like fucking kill her.
And then
When they're like
stops.
fighting while they're she literally goes, let's do this. It's like she's like, I am vindicated, therefore I can now kill you without
For-
remorse.
For me, I think it's like the marketing was okay. We're gonna have ScarJo finally have a movie, and we're gonna have the Taskmaster. But it wasn't about that. It was about you probably people fell in love with Red Guardian. You're probably setting him up for to be around more. You're setting up Yelena to either take up the mantle of the Black Widow or do her own thing, which is what the end credit scene is like kind of doing.
She's probably gonna take up the mantle. in this
Probably,
direction.
I
White
probably
Widow.
did. And then the other thing is and then I guess now you know okay, there's a thing called the Taskmaster. Like
Yeah, but they're a good guy now.
That's okay. The thing about Taskmaster is like because you're behind a mask, They don't have to be the same person.
Yeah, I guess, but it's also like
Then why
you can't market that.
You can't
Like,
ruin-
you
you
can't be
can't.
like it's Taskmaster, and you're like
You can't.
you're just gonna be like, oh, the fucking.
You can't give the same
chick
gimmick to
from-
another
The
from
character.
only-
Widow?
Yeah, it's weird. The thing that you could do with it is you don't market like Taskmaster. Like you can't market Taskmaster anymore.
Yeah.
What you would have to do is set up a new Taskmaster.
But you can't market that because you just said you can't
Also,
market.
if you're
No,
not
you
set up
can't
a new
market-
Taskmaster, what was the point of it?
Yeah, then
Sure.
like why couldn't this have just been like?
What if
Why-
Yelena
why
Why
becomes
couldn't it have
Taskmaster?
just been a masked
I know.
person? And it's like
Sure.
oh, it's their elite soldier.
What if-
Their name is Blackest Widow.
What if Alexis becomes Taskmaster?
Widow, and it's
Yes.
his daughter.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know, because like the thing is too, it's like very
if the
few
dog
villains
is
get a
Taskmaster?
second shot because there's only been 2, Thanos and Loki. But like like that's just how it is, like especially in comics. I like the way movies do it, where they're like they're not showing up after 1. Because I'm gonna be real with you, I fucking hate reading comics, and I'm like, yeah, Flash beat Reverse Flash so hard. Doesn't matter because in 30 issues he's gonna be back anyway. Like it's cool when like Loki does it. You're like, oh fuck. They didn't beat him. He's back in Avengers. Uh-oh, what are we gonna do?
He's a little different though. He's not like a.
Yeah, but like in comics, it's every villain.
Yeah,
It's like Ironmonger.
I
We
agree,
beat
I
him.
agree.
10 issues later, he's back. But like, it's nice to be like some of them fucking don't get a second one,
But like,
one and done, because it's not their movie. They
Yeah.
are a vehicle for the plot, and it's like Taskmaster, cooler than I thought they were gonna be. I thought they were gonna suck. Liked that she didn't fucking.
I'm
talk.
very shocked that like you found it that way because like to me it was like I think it's cool that it's the daughter because it makes a lot of sense that a guy that heartless would make his own daughter this killing machine.
Yeah, like freaking.
I think that was a good decision.
Yeah, that-
If the execution was
Not good.
non-existent. It wasn't even bad. It just did. It wasn't there. There was nothing there. It was just there it is. I'm evil. I made daughter evil. I did it.
Like I almost thought like it'd be
It's
kind of
like,
cool
okay.
if it's like
You know,
it's
I
like,
feel like
like
that-
other movies like
I feel like they
Taskmaster's
could've-
the main villain, but it's like oh shit, like there he is or there she is, like oh shit, there she is, like just a like fucking Crossbones in Civil War, just like the opening threat, and then it's just like she's good now. What is it? It didn't mean anything. It was like what she is? She's literally in the plot. She's a fucking gun. She's a weapon.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it's like that can be cool, but you need the
You have to
person
write it well.
behind that gun to be cool. And I hate to say it,
Dreykov isn't cool.
this villain is fucking atrocious.
He is.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Marvel film. So what do
He-
you
Yeah,
expect?
but it's like come on, we've come this far.
It doesn't feel
Like how do we get like Ego? Like granted, even the shitty ones, I don't like Ego. I don't like Hela.
what's it called?
But they're better than fucking Phase 1 and
just
2
a random
villains.
dude? Yeah.
Mysterio
Not a bad
was so far the best
Yeah,
one
but
so far.
Mysterio, we like fucking fuck Loki and Thanos. They're
Yeah,
amazing. But
yeah,
Mysterio, we have
Vulture.
Ego, Vulture, thank you, fucking
Hela's pretty
Vulture's in a good movie.
mean Captain America until episode 6.
Bucky, angry Bucky.
Yeah, Angie, Hydra, just Hydra. I
Hydra.
thought Hydra was cool, but then it's like,
But that's like a whole organization.
yeah, but like that's like
all different.
but they put it through a good personification.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this is a good stand-in for like, but then we're back to Phase fucking 1. We've got or like Phase 1, early Phase 2. We got fucking Ronin now. Like this dude's on the level of Ronin, Yellow Jacket, Ironmonger, Whiplash. Like, what's his motivation? He's Russian.
He's evil. That's his whole character.
That's
So
so
lame.
the thing is so his whole thing like how I tell it I don't like him either, mind you.
Yeah.
Who?
I think Dreykov.
Oh, Drake over
Right
now.
No, he's not fun.
They didn't even use the fucking widows
He's
well.
shit. Is what he.
I'm
So
gonna be real,
he is.
the whole movie's conflict.
I have these windows at my disposal at
He-
all times.
I will say it to you all out loud where no one around me can
I
protect
now
me.
explain plot.
I will
They are there.
explain. I will explain my master
Okay,
plan.
so
Well, I know you
he-
are helpless.
Because of the pheromones.
He's very it's very one dimensional.
He's an example.
It's a
Bro, stick figures have more depth than him.
yeah, it's a man that controls
Yeah, but like
all of these women, and he's just trying to get power as like I guess like he wants the communists to like rise and whatnot. He's
evil.
That's literally
He's
his
evil.
entire character is he's just evil.
Yeah, but like it's for example like fucking even like
Yeah.
let me think of like another shit tier villain. Whiplash. from Iron Man 2.
right?
He's got a motivation. Wants to get revenge on Iron Man. He's
Yep.
a shitty... Or Obadiah Stane. Ironmonger. The first one. The start of it all. At least his motivation is, I just want to fucking run the company. Like, yeah, his motivation is, I'm evil. But at least he has a goal.
His character's
But like, what what really annoyed me is when he's like, one
generic.
push a button, half country starve. One push button, stock crumble. Then do it. What are you waiting on? The go ahead from who? I'm like, so what you're telling me is like you just like being like, he have lots of power.
His
And I'm like,
his
and he got
whole
fucking nay-nayed.
his whole motivation, I feel, and this is like weird, was to finally get to this moment where he could try to control her and gain access to like the Avengers stuff. That would have been cool very early on when, you know, A, she wasn't dead, and B, she wasn't a fucking fugitive.
Yeah, that's my thing too. I'm like,
Let's pretend.
but also the conflict isn't even in the beginning of the movie. The driving part, the fucking red shit, the fucking mist. Wanda, Natasha just says, "They're not here for me." The movie literally tells you this plot has nothing to do with Natasha. The plot was mailed to her.
Literally, I was. Yeah.
It was just because she has a lot to do with the Red Room. It had nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
You could have literally have just followed Yelena after.
And I forget. I think Yelena said it best. She's like, "You get the message. They kill you. They send the big Avengers to get you." I'm like, it really does feel like Natasha stopped a bigger Avengers movie from happening.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this would have been cooler if it's like, it's a dumb action movie. But fuck, man, Thor just wrecked that dude, and then Hulk just like fucking ate that guy. But it's like
they were cool action scenes.
Yeah, they were cool, but it's like my problem with
She
it was
wasn't
like the main characters didn't develop, the villains weren't doing anything interesting, so the action was kind of hollow.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's like the
why
problem with
it's not great.
prequel movies is that it's kind of more of setup for the future over.
Because like prequel movies don't have to be like that. They're
But
just
Marvel
not good
prequels
writers.
have to be like
It's
that.
just
No,
what
but
it is.
Marvel prequels have to be, especially when you're in a 2-year gap. It's not that long.
Remember, once is a coincidence, twice is a pattern. This is twice now.
So
Like, I mean, they're superhero films. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but they've been good.
I mean, but like you're not going into be like, yes, I'm gonna have like this deep, rich character. Like no, like they're gonna be good.
Well, no, actually, I expect that from these movies.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh, dear Lord. I'll be back. Hey, Dad, what's up?
no, I'm out.
So, no, it's just like the thing. I'm on the page with you, which is why I think I can enjoy them more. Is I don't expect that, you know, especially from a
But
prequel.
I hate this movie.
No, especially for a prequel movie. I know.
Yeah.
It's just for like a prequel movie, for example, especially one of a character that you know is in a movie 2 years later
That is
and then
awful.
dies
I
in the next one.
100% agree with you. That's why
It's-
Natasha didn't get.
They
to
did
it.
the movie
At the wrong time.
at the very wrong time because they were misogynist and did not think the Black Widow movie would have sold.
Right.
However, in like 2008, everybody loved Black Widow in Iron Man 2.
And demanded
Should have
the
just
movie.
made the movie.
Yeah, dude. Because I think if it instead of specifically this, but like it was a Black Widow prequel movie, it would have been so good.
If
Instead-
it was in Budapest,
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like just her like life up to joining the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like a
everyone
Hawkeye.
else, because all the other superheroes got that, so why didn't she?
I feel like
like she should have gotten that, and not only would it have been a good prequel like thing for her, it would have also been really good for Hawkeye.
if anything,
Not just that, but
a Budapest movie where you just see Hawkeye and
That would've just
Black
been-
Widow basically just do Budapest.
but even,
And
even
learn
with,
from there.
even without that, it would have just made Black Widow that much of a better character because you would have seen her journey to becoming an Avenger. It would have been
Yeah.
so good, but
It
instead,
could have been like an
Dude.
anti-character, like you know, like you or no, just character development, because that's why she's fucking joined Shield.
exactly.
She said that's the last thing I had to do to join them, and it's like,
so seeing
Like,
her entire life doing that,
it
and
was-
then joining the Avengers would have been really good.
But
and
it
it's like
was
really, you're like it pays off, but it's also heartbreaking because you're like, oh my god, she sacrifices everything she's done for the
Yeah.
Avengers, and then look what happens. The band breaks up, and then she has to die, but then she loves
Like,
him so much she
it would've
dies
been
to
so-
save
like if that
them.
good.
And
like
it represented by the one that believed her, Hawkeye. It's like
my thought is the movie would have been really good if it happened right after Iron Man 2. Like, you did
Yeah.
that movie.
I think anywhere in Phase 1. But yeah.
You could have done it probably probably after Thor, because you also have Hawkeye introduced then too.
Yeah,
You could have done it.
somewhere.
And then,
I feel like that's a good spot.
Anyone would have
Yeah.
done it now.
and like, but the
After
problem
Endgame.
with, the thing is like, the whole movie
Hey
is kind of
guys,
just to set up these couple of characters.
hey guys, DC, they have a pretty good female leading movie. We should need one.
And then they decided to do Captain Marvel first. Honestly, like, if you're gonna do this movie, maybe you should have done it before Infinity War.
Or have better writing.
However,
I'll be honest though, this movie would have been mediocre no matter when it came out.
It's true. If it was just this movie specifically, then
no.
it would have been bad.
Yeah.
regardless.
But, like, at
But-
least then, you could have at least
Better.
done some sort of character arc with them,
Yeah.
instead of, like, well, she's not gonna change, we can't really do anything.
It also would have, like, even if they just did the prequel movie now, it's just really cute because they reference Budapest all the time. Like, her and Hawkeye, like in Avengers 1, she goes, reminds me of Budapest, and he goes, you and I remember that very differently. And then in Endgame, when they're flying to where she's going to kill herself, he looks at her, he goes, long way from Budapest, huh? And it's like, oh my god, how
Cool
cute, you know,
thing.
like,
Yeah.
two spies on an op in, like, in a European country are now going to space to get a magic rock to bring back half the universe.
Yeah,
How far we've come.
Yeah,
Like-
Budapest should have just been a movie.
And
It
it's just,
should have been.
It's just crazy that it took them this long. It's like, guys, you didn't have us. You telling me you had time to make Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp, but we didn't have time to make a
And
Black
Thor
Widow movie.
too.
Thank
And Thor too? Are you
you!
kidding me? We didn't have time. Really?
We really,
We were that
nowhere
busy.
in the schedule.
Yeah, like come on.
But wait, sir, how are we
Give
gonna
me a
introduce the red Infinity Stone? Another movie
God.
that's good.
It is really sad that Thor 2 in the remember all of them are in the Infinity Saga till Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really sad that the second movie in Phase 2, Thor the Dark World, is the first time the Infinity Stones get name dropped.
And it's,
You're
like,
just like, I
basically
guess
the
that's
worst, and it's basically the worst movie.
Yeah. It's just so funny. You're just literally in the theater, you're like, oh yeah, so they are Infinity
Oh,
Stones.
it's also wild that they put out what's her name? Captain Marvel before. That's her name, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Before
want a
this.
female leading movie. Well, we have a pre-established leading
Right?
lady on the
That everyone
Avengers.
loves.
Let's
Like,
use someone else.
It's crazy.
Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Captain Marvel was actually very pointless. Like, you could have had literally any other figure save Tony and Nebula in space.
No, you know what they could have done to save that movie?
Literally anyone.
It should have been it should have been fucking Rocket.
It could have literally
No,
been
no.
Rocket.
You know, no, hold on.
What would it? You know what? That would have
Hold
made
on.
that scene really
Hold on.
funny. Tony's dying, raccoon.
And
It would have given that
because-
instead of the like, I'm being saved by an angel. He could have just been like, what the?
Because she
Am I
literally is
hallucinating?
so ineffective. She's so ineffective against Thanos that,
Which
like,
is hilarious.
Oh, he bodies her so fucking.
because
hard.
so it's just like, so it makes zero sense to do that, which makes the WandaVision quote really funny when he's just like, oh yeah, I think Captain Marvel could have beaten him.
No.
And then what's her name? What's her
Darcy.
name? No, Monica.
Monica.
When Monica's just like,
I don't know.
no, she
No.
wouldn't have.
Like, dude, there's someone.
It does make it cute, but like,
It's cute because it's like, oh, she's so powerful, right?
The
punches
Scarlet
her.
Witch is apparently stronger than her. So
well, she's really.
Oh, we'll have to
fucking
show
strong.
you the scene. She fucking.
no, I saw it.
Oh
I've seen
yeah,
it.
yeah. She shreds him.
Seriously.
Everyone else is fucking fighting for their life, and she's like,
I'm gonna make a scene.
It's such a good. She's like, you took everything.
Like in
So I
the
don't
like
know.
in the
Yeah, right,
like
she's-
I didn't-
pissed.
like in the comics and even at like at the end of WandaVision, it shows like how like she's so fucking
Oh,
strong.
yeah.
My
She's-
Saga.
You know how strong she
You know,
is?
I got these
She
units
deleted mutants.
That's insane.
She lost her
Nice.
brother. She cried, said no more mutants, and then they all disappeared. They all lost their powers right
When
away.
did she do this?
It just in the
Oh, in the
comics.
comics.
Yeah, this was like
Oh,
a
that's
3-year thing. They were like, oh, guess what? There are no more mutants in the comics
Yeah,
aside from like 5 of them because Scarlet Witch deleted them.
She's.
I just
She's
need someone
okay,
else to
so, like,
replace
I
A god.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's
like, she's
not-
just
he's
the
alive.
strongest.
They
Right,
call
yeah,
them
like-
they call them like Nexus beings. Like after the Nexus of After, so that's
Oh,
like,
boy.
so it's referenced in Loki, the Nexus events. Like, this is weird to, like to say.
Using words to get comic people to watch.
I know. Nexus, so Loki and female Loki are also technically Nexus beings, because they would cause a Nexus event. Because when they kissed, because it's like two of the same person
Yeah.
making
If I
out.
fuck myself, I cause a nexus. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a night to remember.
That's hell yeah. Are you
God.
telling me I could create like
So
a
if you-
timeline nuke?
If
just
you
for
fuck female, you,
ridiculous-
yeah. Even if you just kissed them.
The self set even.
Even.
Like, okay.
The self-assessed tag.
But yeah, like, she
Oh,
hella
God.
strong. And, like, but yeah, they just decided to do that, like, just because, oh yeah, we can do a female movie, too.
How come she's the strongest Avenger and she gets the worst TV show?
I couldn't tell you.
I thought people liked WandaVision.
It's but like compared to Falcon and I like Falcon and Winter Soldier more.
And Loki.
It's more action packed.
Loki's cool because Loki is the writers being like, they're like, you know what? I quit. One's an alligator.
Yep.
That's an actual scene.
Oh yeah,
I've
no,
seen,
when he
I've
meets all
seen
the
Meeting
alligator.
Where's
Loki.
Loki
Holding
Croc.
an alligator.
It's,
What?
it's,
He's holding it.
No, that is Loki. That alligator is Loki. Where's the hat?
Oh.
And he's in the next episode.
Oh, I see.
It's amazing.
That's funny.
And like they're,
Like,
they're like all
sounds
arguing with each other,
glorious.
and it like hisses, and he goes, "Well, at least my divergence wasn't eating the wrong cat." And then it bites him, and they just throw it, and then they're doing like the awesome superhero shot, and it goes, and he goes, "See, he agrees with me," and he goes, "No, he's praying. He thinks we're all gonna die." Best character. He wears the hat,
yeah.
That's good.
So, like, yeah.
and apparently he's getting a pop figure.
That's great. So yeah, like that's, so Captain Marvel basically useless. But this isn't about Captain Marvel.
Gator Loki
No.
could have taken Thanos.
Gator Loki could have
Probably.
eaten the
So,
hand.
Easy.
anybody want to talk about anything else before the end credits?
Alexis stole the show.
He did.
He did. I didn't see enough of him.
Okay, so end credits, obviously. And by the way, I should have said this at the beginning. Spoilers. We're talking about all of this.
But now.
Now.
By the way,
By the way.
Just in case you didn't
So
know.
the end credits, you have I think it's a cute scene where she visits where Yelena with better hair, mind you, visits the stone and she whistles. I thought that's such a cute moment.
Yeah.
I was like the way it's shot. Any of you seen the movie Carrie?
No.
no.
It's a horror movie, and at the
Yeah, it is.
end, like
That's
the nice girl goes to Carrie's grave, and Carrie fucking reaches out of the grave and grabs her, and I'm waiting. I'm like,
Oh.
I'm gonna hear a whistle, and then Natasha is just gonna fucking grab her. Black Widow will return.
And then so yeah, she's like standing there, and I just love like the immersion, and then all of a sudden you just hear, "Hold on, I got you."
Immersion.
You're just like,
reenactment.
let's just reenact. So it's just gonna be like she's just staring, and then all of a sudden,
I'm allergic.
God, I'm
Oh, they
just
buried her
allergic
in
to these
Ohio.
flowers.
That's why.
Yeah.
She said the Midwest.
I'm allergic to the Midwest.
That state is too close to us. They
It
need
is.
to move it away.
They do. It's only an 8-hour drive.
It's next
Only.
to Pennsylvania.
I,
That's
What?
too close for Ohio is next to Pennsylvania. That's
Well, Pennsylvania's like very long,
Uh-huh.
it's very long,
it's
width.
it's
If-
one
if you-
state away. Too close.
Yeah.
That's too close.
And so she's
That's like
just
being
like,
like Florida.
Catch it.
That's
Yeah.
like saying New Jersey is the only thing standing between New York and Florida. Too close. Too close.
and this was the scene that was supposed to probably introduce Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who plays Elaine in Seinfeld,
Why not?
and I think she had her own show called
I would love
Veep.
to pull- I would-
That was on HBO. Maybe she's a serious character then. I don't really know. And then
Didn't she play Christine in the New Adventures of Old Christine?
I don't know, maybe. And so she's an asshole. Like, she is definitely an asshole.
I love her.
And she's just like, "You're not supposed to bother me on vacation." And she's just like, "Well, I'm not bothering you. She was a great woman." And she's just like, "I want a raise." Elena's just like, "I want a raise." And she's just
Me
like,
and you both.
"Yeah." And she's like, all right, this is your next person, and it's supposed to set up Hawkeye because her next person is Clint. It's confirmed she's going to be in there. Just like when they showed Kang, Jonathan Waters playing Kang the Conqueror, he is confirmed to be in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Yes, Ant-Man and the Wasp is getting a sequel.
Oh yeah.
Number 3, baby.
I couldn't even sit half an hour through Ant-Man and Wasp.
And it took Black Widow this long to get one.
I was literally gonna say.
I kid you not, I refuse to sit through Ant-Man and Wasp. I sat literally half an hour in. I see Paul Rudd, literally the size of a child, walking out of the school.
Yeah, that shit. I was like,
I was like, this is done. I'm done.
So yeah, it's a movie I'm gonna watch probably on. I'm probably not even gonna buy it on. Oh, I'm not gonna probably even buy it on Disney Plus. I'll probably just sit down, watch the movie, and then let you guys know how it is, because that movie is probably not gonna be that good.
I have a category.
Other than the Kang scene.
I have a category of movies that are called Watch IMDb, where it's of Marvel movies, where it's like you Google what happens so you know if you need to watch it or not, because you don't need to watch every Marvel movie.
No.
And Black Widow hella falls into that category.
Yep.
Do I need to watch this? You read the IMDb and you go, oh, thank God.
That's how she got the
You're like, oh, thank
and
Christ,
the hair.
I don't have to watch 2 hours.
Find out about the best.
But we would have
2 hours saved.
True. But we would have never have come up with, I have a task for you.
No, that was fun, but like...
I think it's fun.
That's on the lens of on your own. You're like, oh, a new Marvel movie.
What's
out. Do I go see it?
The movie in a vacuum is...
I think that if you're gonna go watch it alone, that's when you pull up the IMDb. If you're gonna watch it with people and you're just like, okay, I guess we're gonna go see it in the theaters.
For me, I feel like Taskmaster could have been better if like he was.
I couldn't sit through this in the theater.
Either
I would be so bored. I'd stay, but I'd be like, I would be so less inclined because I couldn't joke about it.
That's why I like this. Like, we were able to sit in our own homes and watch a movie.
Yeah, I like it, but the only reason that the movie didn't make me like it, you guys made me like it.
Yes.
I feel like Taskmaster was just blah. I feel like the talking would have been better.
Yeah. This movie didn't have... It had like some classic Marvel witty dialogue sometimes, and that's it. That's
Yeah.
bad.
I'd say it's mid.
It's mid. Definitely.
It's like not the worst.
Yeah.
Like when I watched it, when I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, this is such a bad movie. I just want to close it right now. Like, I want to walk out of the theater." But it's like, it's like, all right, it's okay. Like, I don't.
It's not 4-2.
It's not
If I'm
art.
being objective, it's just bad. But if I'm being like, okay, but it's like...
I feel like that's how we
Marvel,
should rank
fun,
movies.
Then it's like, okay.
It's like...
mid. It's a mid.
So this is how... So I don't rate... Like, because the thing is, like, you can't really... It's like Raw. You can't really rate Raw on the scale... Like, WWE.
Yeah.
You can't rate Raw on the scale of AEW Dynamite. Because if you do, AEW Dynamite every week is a 5 and Raw's a 1. You can't do that. You have to rate them on their own scales. Raw for me is still like a 2. But Raw for me is still always like a 2. It's like, okay. It's very unbearable. But like there's like 1 or 2. I don't even watch it anymore.
Oh.
Either this one.
I just get news and watch reviews. Yeah. I don't watch Raw anymore. I watch NXT, I watch AEW Dynamite, and I sometimes watch SmackDown.
Good. Save your time. Respect it.
Yep. If I watch it, I don't even give it a view. I have it on my computer because I don't even want to count as a viewing of it. I don't want them to get my thing. Overall, what would you guys give this? Like, let's go. Do you guys want to do? I guess we should do 10s. We'll do 10.
Sure.
I'm gonna start with Neil.
Me.
You have to set the bar.
It's a solid 5.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah. I think
5.
6.
5. 6.
4.
4.
I'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
I'm being nice with the 5. If I was being like super objective, then I'd be much lower.
I'm being generous.
Yeah, I'm like a 6 or a 7.
So what is it? 5, 10, 6, 16, 4, 20, 25. 25 out of 50. That's a 50%.
That's a 5.
That's
That's
not
a
bad.
5. Yeah, that's a halfway.
Yeah.
All right.
Arenacast reading.
Would I watch again? Probably
No.
not. But
No.
did I enjoy watching it 2 times? I enjoyed it. Sure.
With others,
You
I
could
would watch it.
twice.
Yeah.
Jack
I
would
could
be
not have
like,
watched it the
no.
first time. If I wasn't here.
No, like the well.
Same.
Okay, so I watched it with I watched it with my sister and our friend, and then I watched it here. I thought
You need
I don't know. I enjoyed watching it both times.
You know what I'd be doing if I watched it a second time?
Yeah, I would have been like.
Oh, I like this scene.
I would have watched like a YouTube video and be like.
Is that what you guys
That's a
thought I
sick
should have
My
done?
father then went to
No,
toilet
if I
on my
was in your
hands.
shoes, I would have been like, I would have looked up like when one of us laughed and be like, oh yeah, that scene is funny. Back on the computer. I'd be like, I've seen this.
Boring as hell. It's not.
Some movies I can watch a lot.
It's like it was literally 95% action with 5% something.
It was more talking, I think, than action.
I mean like.
No, you're right.
I
No,
guess
you're
it's
right.
like
No,
when
never
you
mind.
accept
Never
like
mind.
again, I accept the movie for what it is. It's literally just a setup movie for like the future.
But it's not a good setup.
It's not.
That's why it's.
And that's
Because
why it's
the
made.
setup was literally in the last like couple minutes. You could have.
I
cut
liked
after.
I liked some of the jokes. I liked seeing. I liked getting to know Yelena and Alexei,
Yeah.
and
That's
and I thought the
really
action was good. I thought
Yeah,
the
that's
villain
last
sucked. I thought that I liked Taskmaster a lot better the second time. I'd say that but that was not because of Taskmaster. That was because of
I have a task.
Like I gave it a 5 because I didn't feel insulted when I finished watching.
no.
Like when I watched the sequels, Star Wars, I feel insulted. But this,
Those
this
are
was just
Those are threes at
just
best.
flat line, you know.
Yeah, no, for me, like, I give low scores. I'm like, it's like how I feel, like, it's like the quality. If it offends me, it might make the score go down lower, but I'll be like, I'll watch the most mid thing ever, but if I'm like, man, that was fucking boring.
Yeah.
And then what was
It's
like
just like what I expect from a Marvel movie is different than what I expect from just a movie or like a piece of literature.
and I thought that and the thing is I thought it was very clever to make Taskmaster the daughter just to make him feel more evil, but he is just evil.
Yeah,
It doesn't make a
you
good
need that
character.
to be more evil. He's already planted.
The pheromone thing, I liked because we could make smelly cock jokes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Smell my
It was
penis.
funny,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's what Marvel was going for. With
Smell
that.
my penis.
No. And then, no. And then, I don't know, I mean, like, yeah, I give it, I guess a 7.
Alright, I have a question for everybody. What's your favorite Marvel movie, but non-Avengers? It cannot be.
It's not Avengers for mine either.
Okay.
Thor Ragnarok, because that's just my favorite in general.
Iron Man trilogy.
Mine-
I'll pick one.
Why?
3.
Okay.
Mine is, the second Guardians.
I'm trying to run through all the Marvel movies.
Yeah, a lot of them bleed into each other.
Cause, like, I guess, like, he said it's, like, I know Jack, like I love Thor Ragnarok.
That's a
Like-
great movie.
That's the best one.
Yeah, for the
That's
record.
like-
It's great all around,
That's like
period.
top 3 for me for sure.
For
why I
me,
love it.
Guardians, like, I love Guardians 1. It's like, if I could pick, it's probably both. Like, it would be, like, just the Guardians in general, just because I like all of their characters. But for 2, I love, like, them as characters, like, interacting with each other. I like, Yondu, like, progressing. I
Yondu's
like...
so good in that
Oh,
movie.
Mary
He
Poppins.
I like Ego. I know you're not a fan of Ego.
He was right in there,
What
but
I
he was good.
what I like about Ego is it's like, oh yeah, you like I knew he was, well, you know he's gonna be bad, but like he gave some really good lines. Like, I love when he's like doing the thing with Peter and he's just like, it's too bad that I had to kill your mother.
I like that because it's a really good meme.
And it's just like,
It's
oh,
it's so. Have you ever seen it? It's Star-Lord. He goes, what? And then he goes, I know that sounds bad, and he just starts shooting him. So it'll be like, oh, do you know I fell into a gorilla enclosure when I was 4? What? He's Harambe.
and then like all of them are kind of like
You're the reason why he died.
I don't know, I
Reason
feel
the
like
Savior's
all of-
gone.
I feel like all of them at the end of the movie have at least learned something.
Yeah, I think my
And and also I love the end credits. I just wish we saw Adam Warlock because he's just like, I'm gonna call it Adam.
Oh, it makes me laugh so hard because it's the most useless end credit.
It is. This hasn't happened yet. So bad.
I think my favorite movie is probably the first Spider-Man. But like, my second favorite is Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I haven't seen 2, but 1 and then Thor Ragnarok. Those are like my favorite
Solos.
Marvel.
I love the I just love the dance of like in Guardians 1 when he's just like, dance contest, me and you.
Yeah.
More. Take it back.
Movie's funny.
Take it back.
My problem with Guardians 2 is like it is an extended end of Act 2 of a comedy movie.
It is.
Because every comedy movie has that part where everyone's sad and they're not making jokes anymore, and that is the entirety of Guardians 2 except for the Yondu side quest with Rocket, because that's where all the funnies are. And that's why they're the best characters.
And then I need a.
But like, it
the
doesn't
robot
help
leg.
that 90% of the principal cast is going through depressing end of Act 2 comedy movie, and it's like this
Have
movie
you
is
figured out
inverse.
what your favorite is?
You actually
No.
got it. You
Okay.
had.
Like
Your guys'
me.
least favorite.
least favorite? Black Widow. I'm kidding.
Damn, I was just
Out
like
of ones I finished,
Yeah, ones that you watched.
over Captain Marvel.
I
Yikes.
didn't finish Captain Marvel.
Yikes!
You're a
It doesn't
smart
have
man.
to be ones you finished.
Oh,
It can be
so
ones that
bad.
I've seen enough of.
Okay.
I was on a plane and
Mine
that was
isn't
the only
Captain
entertainment.
Marvel. It's Thor 2. Thor 2 is by far the worst.
You see,
Yeah, I'll
You
go
see,
Thor 2.
I feel like if I don't remember watching a movie,
It
that's
was
bad.
not good.
I don't remember. Like I know I've
How
watched the
could
Thor
you ever
movies,
forget Spider-Man 3?
and then I haven't.
Never.
Did you watch
I will never forget
Ragnarok?
that.
I have watched
I watched that
Ragnarok.
when I was
Do you remember
like,
it?
I do remember Ragnarok.
That's
It
the
was good.
But
Spider-Man
with the
movie
with the
I've
first
watched
two,
the
you don't.
most.
The first,
Really?
all I remember is
Yeah.
that one of
You know
those
which
like,
one I've watched the
aha,
least?
I am Thor, and like
No,
there's the
that's
scientist
one.
guy, and then
I
the
think
I've
Tesseract
actually-
stuff, and then that's
I don't
about it.
think I've ever watched Spider-Man 2 through in one sitting.
That's interesting.
In my
Spider-Man
whole
2,
life.
I've
Tobey
actually-
Maguire.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire. I never.
Dude, that's the best one.
I didn't like it when I was little.
Dude, when I was a
Dude,
kid,
I
watched the first one
can't tell
so
you why. When I was
For
little, I
me,
hated to.
For me,
I
like
thought it was boring.
even when I was watching it, like maybe I didn't think of it like in terms of memes, but like I just thought like all of like the old Spider-Mans were very kind of cheesy, almost like.
3.
Yeah.
Because it's just like it's just a meme. Like if
I
you're gonna
agree,
go into
but-
that very serious, it's just like eh.
Exactly.
And then-
love the cheesy.
I feel like the one that you can be like, I can go into this serious is Spider-Man 1, but by the second one, you're like, I've done this song and dance. I can't go serious anymore.
And then
I mean, well, I like it because of Doc Ock. I think that's.
and
probably
then you know he's gonna be in Spider-Man 3.
why. Oh no, I'm happy. I am
And,
very happy that he's in Spider-Man.
Anyways, it's probably gonna be some multiverse thing. I don't know.
3.
And then like the two like Amazing Spider-Man, you can't even go into those like thinking they're gonna be
Oh, you mean
good.
like
the fucking Andrew Garfield
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are just bad movies.
With crack addict Green Goblin.
Yeah.
The first one tolerable. The second
No.
one, dog shit.
I'm a hard disagree there.
They're both horrible.
I agree.
The
One
first
is
one's
more
bad.
tolerable.
Yes, the first
No,
one's
that's what
definitely bad.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
they're But dude, no, when I was like, you know why I didn't like
See-
Spider-Man 2 as a kid? I didn't like that he lost his powers.
Mm.
To this day, I hate that story.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah,
it's fucking lame.
that I didn't understand.
Because I'm
See-
like, get on with. I'm like,
The
what
only-
what are you here for?
The
This is a
only
superhero
the
movie.
only time that I would say it even remotely makes sense is Thor 1.
Mm-hmm.
See, but you know why I think it works with like Sam Raimi films? It's just because like that was like basically the first major superhero film.
Dude, I
So
can't.
it's like it kind of like I'm like it's.
I don't know,
fine.
like, dude, when I was
I
watching
don't
The
mind.
Flash, he goes for like 4 episodes without his powers. I was like, I'm gonna fucking skip these episodes. I'm like, I literally cannot take this.
Then it goes to a season.
I had to. That's why I stopped it. I'm like, I'm
That's
not
fair.
doing a fucking season of this. That's literally why I dropped the show. I'm like, I hate this.
Think I don't mind. Well, I can't speak for that, but I don't mind it in that film because like he loses it for like a good reason.
No,
Like,
but
it
I
feels
like it
like
now.
it's good writing. So it's like.
You know what it is? It's still to this day, it's the one out of the trilogy I watch the least. But it's because I'm like, it's so great. I've already gotten everything.
Yeah.
One is just like,
I've seen.
Omega
I
cheese.
I watched it when I was a kid. I watched that movie so many times.
dude, I've watched Spider-Man 3 at least 30 times.
Neil, do you know that Sam Raimi is directing the next Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah, fucking our boy. Fucking
I don't really know much of him as a director or anything. I just,
women screaming. From what I'm told, women
Yes.
scream.
Yes, I've seen.
The
Are you guys
Cosmonaut
ready
video?
for?
Yellow
Wait, hold on.
card,
Are you guys
yeah.
ready for Wanda screaming?
Hell yeah.
But
Yeah.
I like those movies. I'm obviously a little bit partial to them, but like I don't think they're bad, but they are obviously a product of the time.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man
just like
3 is a
the
masterpiece.
old
It
Hulk
is.
movies. Oh God,
Ang Lee's Hulk or not DreamWorks.
was Ang Lee's? That's
No,
what I was
Ang Lee's the
referring to.
2003 one.
I like the.
Yeah, that's what I was
And it's
referring
like
to.
Sony then
Yeah.
fucked up with Amazing, and then Marvel Spider-Man is good, but like it's not like ideal, I guess, at least for me personally. But
I like the I forgot who the actor was. The one with Abomination for Hulk, Bruce Banner.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah, apparently he's showing up in Shang-Chi.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
probably just as an actor, not as like Hulk.
No, as
No.
Abomination.
Oh.
Like Abomination
He's
is
gonna be
in
Abomination?
Shang-Chi. Or
Oh,
I'm pretty
I thought
sure.
you were talking about Edward Norton.
No.
I was like, man, that's dirty. Hey, fuck you, old Hulk.
Yeah.
Be a side character in Shang-Chi.
No, like Abomination is apparently in
Is that a
Shang-Chi.
villain, I imagine?
Yeah.
That's Hulk's villain.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the main villain because there's the Mandarin,
Yeah.
who's also
That's
a big.
so funny because
Iron
you
Man.
say your thing.
Or-
He was actually a very big villain in the 70s.
Yeah, he's an Iron Man villain, right?
Yeah.
Like, why was he just relegated to a joke in Iron Man 3?
Because
Like, what
people got mad that they did the twist in Iron Man 3.
That's what I'm
and-
saying. Well, why wasn't he just the villain in Iron Man 3?
Well,
Because
he is,
because
he's
they.
the
But he's
white
not.
dude,
But he's the Mandarin,
That's
not
what I'm
the
saying.
Mandarin.
Yeah, but like, why wasn't he
He's
just
also
the
a
Mandarin?
Shang-Chi villain. Shang-Chi was very popular in the 70s and the
Okay.
80s.
Uh-huh.
And like I think it was like a joint like Iron Man and Shang-Chi villain.
Oh, okay. Because I watched.
Remember, all Marvel villains have to get shot.
That's true.
There's only 5.
Because in the show Iron Man Armored Adventures, the main villain of that show
Is the Mandarin, yeah.
the Mandarin.
No, that is real. Like he is also an Iron Man villain. But before I'm like
What are the Eternals?
I have no idea.
Yep.
wait, hold on. I'm gonna steal something from Fate. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, yeah.
How's about
A whole
I let you know in November what the
I just want to
Eternals
see
are.
Atlantis.
I don't believe.
I just want
you'll
to see
even know about
Namor
that.
and how they do Namor.
I don't think they'll explain it.
Probably not.
I just want to see how they do what they
Don't
do with
worry
Namor.
about it.
The Atlantis.
Namor's gonna be Black Panther 2,
doesn't
probably,
matter.
and-
Oh my.
It
or
doesn't
probably
matter.
3 at this point because you have to set up new Black Panther.
Give him his own at least movie.
I
At
still
least
think
once.
Marvel's in such a weird place.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's series that finished, but it's still continuing. It's just weird.
Money.
but it's just so weird.
Anyways,
So weird. Are you good?
Does-
I can't.
With
Why?
what?
Everything I just heard in the last 5. Well, Namor's gonna be in Black Panther 2,
I'd
maybe
rather-
or 3.
Just-
The fucking
just
what the
have
Eternals
Namor
are. I want
on
to
his
see them
own.
do Atlantis. I'm
I-
done.
I'm-
I'm done.
I mean, am I
Stop
wrong?
watching that.
I can't.
Why?
You can't be a cultural like savant and not know what these fucking
Don't be a
movies
cultural savant then. I don't watch the movies, and here I am, alive. Okay.
This is like asking an addict to give up crack. I will give up most of my crack, not all of my
I've
crack.
I will
seen like
never
5
get-
films.
So you're like me with coffee,
Tell
pretty
me.
much.
Yeah, but you've seen it.
I've seen the first Avenger film.
Well, then
I haven't
stop.
seen
Then
any of them.
unwatch it.
Just unwatch it, bro. Easy.
anyways,
I watched it in camp
before we move on to Loki,
Yeah.
which it probably won't be that long. Does Black Widow make you a bit more excited for anything about Hawkeye?
No.
How was it gonna happen?
Nick, anything?
No.
No?
You could have.
You don't need to
No.
ask me.
I don't need to ask you, and I don't need to ask Brandon either.
It's
I just figured I'd
unlikable.
ask.
Well, I like superhero films that much anyway.
Just do a good prequel if you're gonna do
I
it.
really
No,
wish.
forget that. Make a good movie. That's all.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to. Don't fucking.
I don't
We're
care.
going too. We're asking too
Okay,
much to make a.
make a
prequel.
movie.
Make a movie.
Make
Make
a
a
movie.
movie. Yeah,
Make a movie.
good
Make it
movie.
good.
Make
and we'll
a
fucking
movie.
figure out where it goes later.
Make
What was the last
movie.
movie they put out?
This.
No, before that.
Before before that,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Just two. It's two misses. I'll be real with you. That's.
Yeah.
They're gonna be.
Yeah, 'cause you don't like Far From Home.
No, I think it's not. It's not a very good movie.
Oh.
Dude, Mike hates it. Mike's a die-hard Spider-Man fan.
If he was here,
High five. him.
high five.
Yeah, Mike does not like it.
Because it's not good. It's a bad fucking movie. That's why.
I think Homecoming's way better.
It's way better.
It
That's
is.
actually a good movie.
I like Spider-Man too.
It's good. I think it's good.
You know what they could have done for the end credits for that? What they did for the credits.
The problem with doing it, like, the problem with it was, like, it's in such a weird place because they didn't know if Spider-Man was going to be back in the MCU.
That's not an excuse for bad writing.
Not an
That
excuse.
just is.
No, I meant for end
Oh,
credits.
you have the end credits.
That's what I meant for end
Oh, I
credits.
get you.
So, like, you notice how they only set up, like, Spider-Man stuff in it. Nothing that had to do with
They set
the
up
Marvel.
Yeah, they do. The scrolls.
Yeah, they had scrolls in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that
they
gets
have the scrolls,
reinforced
that's
in
my
fucking WandaVision.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
And they
that's
also-
just like a...
They also had a.
No, but that's like a fuck off.
They also had Nick Fury with the scrolls.
That's true.
Who has
Okay.
no shoes.
Anyway, he had no shoes. Yeah, that's true. I know Neil doesn't know a lot about Loki. I know Brandon doesn't know about Loki.
I don't know shit.
You know
It's
about
just
Loki.
you two.
You know about Loki.
Oh yeah.
4 episodes. I know about 4 episodes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be dead honest with you.
And then the
Episode
Gator.
3 and 4 don't exist to me.
4 episodes in the Gator,
That's
I
fair.
imagine, or is
So
that
would
just
everybody
Gator?
like to
The
know?
Gator is at the end of one and in the other.
Got it.
So everybody just so do you guys want me to give you guys the brief synopsis?
And if you want to, or you could just say your thoughts. And
It's up to
kind of-
you.
Yeah,
So
it's up to you.
Fucky wucky timey wimey.
yeah, pretty much. So basically, in Loki, right? Loki, like it follows. You guys remember what happens in Endgame?
I know the premise of Loki.
He disappears, and then he becomes a variant, goes to TVA. TVA wants to make sure no variants are like bad or anything, and then if they are, prune. If not, eventually something else will be made. They find the Infinity Stones there. Loki when he was like traveling all over, but he meets Lightning McQueen. I mean Mobius. Mobius M. Mobius. My bad. Mobius, McQueen, Mobius. You can't tell me the M is just Mobius because they didn't explain it in the movies, but in the comics they did. But it's not 3 Mobiuses. It's Mobius, McQueen, and Mobius,
Exactly.
in my opinion.
Exactly.
Ka-chow. Anyways. They're talking. This Loki ends up finding out what happens to him in every timeline. And he's just like, oh shit, I'm just gonna die to Thanos. So, he wants to change that. He doesn't know how to, and he says, okay, you're gonna have to stop someone. And they're like, who? Yourself. So they're trying to figure out how to do it. They find out he's, Loki is hiding in, like, apocalyptic events.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't think anything else really happens in episode 2, I'm gonna be honest. But
Loki lady.
yeah, they find Lady Loki,
Okay.
who calls herself Sylvie, and then they leave, and then like Loki's trying to like get her on his side to like rule, and then she's like, no, you can't follow me, and then they end up on Lamentus 1, which is a bad planet, because it's about to like die, like they're about to die
Okay.
in like an apocalyptic event there. And like they go through all of this stuff, they get like a really good relationship and explain something which I thought was really cool. It's like life is a dagger, or love is like a dagger. Was it love or was it trust? Trust is like a dagger. On one end it could stab someone else, but on the other it could stab you, or something. I don't remember the exact analogy.
I didn't know the analogy until the other night you said it.
Yeah, it's like trust is like a dagger. It could stab you or it could not stab you. It's way better explained in the show.
I believe you.
Love is like life. I believe
Anyways,
you or don't.
anyways, they're trying to escape the planet, but they end up not being able to. Sad stuff. Oh, and Sylvie also gets mad that the temp pad is also destroyed. Temp pads are basically what they were, how they get through time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. And then episode 4 happens. They're about to cause a Nexus event of them kissing on the apocalyptic planet, and then they get brought back, and then they go through their own stuff, and then they keep finding out that like, oh shit, like they're variants. Like the people that work for the TV are all variants of other people. That were just like Loki and Sylvie that caused some sort of event. But they weren't like fighting back. They were just like scared or whatever, and then they got their memories wiped, and then they became TV agents.
Okay.
And one of those, and then like you see like some people change. Like there was B-15. She was very very tall, strong lady, and she's like, oh my god, like I used to have a life before this, and Mobius, Lightning McQueen, he also realizes it with the jet ski, because maybe he wants to have a jet ski. I don't know. And then they fight like they're gonna fight the Timekeepers, and then Sylvie throws the knife, and then you find out the Timekeepers, who are lizards, and we thought, oh yeah, they're the ones controlling it. They're robots, created by someone. And then the person that's in charge, kind of, Ravonna Renslayer, right as Loki's about to tell Sylvie, because Lady Loki. Because they've been going through the journey, he gets feelings for her, they're about to kiss. He's just like, Sylvie, and then he gets pruned. And then he, at that end credit scene was, they saw Alligator Loki and Kid Loki and, Old Loki.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you get deleted, you show up in the fucking trash bin of the universe, and there's a lot of Lokis there.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what getting pruned is, you just get deleted, but, you don't
So
die.
what happened to the
Oh,
original
shit, I wonder if
Loki?
they're gonna
Or,
do
not
King
the original,
Loki.
but the one that you meet.
In the
Lady
show.
Loki?
No, King
No,
Loki.
the one you meet in the show, episode 1.
So he gets pruned, and then he's now in, like, trash
deleting
world.
sticks.
So then they try to survive. You hear some stories. Alligator Loki gets his moments. It's really funny.
You'll find out what happens.
You find
This
literally
is
a
only
billion
episode
Lokis, right? And then there was a Loki that betrayed them, and then they're fighting, and they're just like, all right, we're just leaving, fuck this. And then they leave, and then Lady Loki prunes herself, because Ravonna Renslayer, the person that was in charge, that's like in charge of the TVA, was gonna prune her, but she's like, no, I'm just gonna prune myself, because that's where Loki is, wherever that is. And so she does, and she finds Mobius, and then they're in a pizza truck, and then they're driving away.
They're in a pizza.
And then they're driving away, and then the thing that's gonna kill them, like why they're trying to survive, is called Eliath. And it's like a big sludge cloud. And then they realize that it's kind of just the guard dog of whoever's behind everything. So they deal with it. And then they deal with it through, like, her powers of manipulation. Like, she can control people, like, with, like, green thing. Yeah? And Loki also has that power. You find out that you find out that even though some Lokis have unlocked different powers, they all have the same powers. And so, like, yeah, like, they both, do the thing to the guard dog, or Eliath, who's, like, this big sludge cloud thing, and then it goes to a castle, which is called the Citadel. The Citadel at the end of time, and then that's where they meet, He Who Remains. And He Who Remains is, in the comics, he's very old, and has a very long beard. But in the show, spoiler alert, I already kind of spoiled it.
The whole show.
No, I meant I spoiled it in at the beginning, like a half hour or 45 minutes ago.
Kang the Conqueror.
He's Kang the Conqueror. The guy that's playing him, Jonathan Waters, is Kang the Conqueror. So they go through this whole thing where he's just basically like, you could kill me, and then, there could be all of these different timelines, or could not kill me, and you guys could rule the TVA yourself, and you guys could do it, and we can make a timeline where it's like for you and everything. And he's trying to convince them, and he really, it doesn't matter at the end, because he gets what he wants, because Kang,
Okay.
because he's been doing this for far too long, and he's just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna like if I die, something new happens. And So Sylvie is just like, we need to kill him. And Loki's just like, no, this is going to cause something way worse. Because he shows, like, there was a link to, like, the multiverse. And he was the one that caused it in, like, 3100. Or, yeah, 3100. And he, some of them weren't as good. So they caused war. And he was the last one remaining. He Who Remains. And he's just like, we need the TVA, this needs to be structured, and at the end, like, everything will be fine. And, it's the only way. And then, so So they're like fighting, and like Loki's, and she's just like, why don't you just finish me? And our Loki's like, I can't do it because I just don't want to see you hurt. And then they kiss, and it's like really they go through this whole thing of like ideals and stuff.
Again, this is
same show.
No,
female Loki.
It's himself.
Yeah.
Female.
And then they kiss, and then she's just like, but I'm not you. And then she goes through the thing, and then you start to see the cracks go through the timeline because she's already made up her mind she's gonna die. And he's like, and when she stabs him, like so he goes back to the TVA, and she stabs him, and he says, "See you soon." He's dead. And when they go back, the TVA is very different because it's already changed. And Mobius and B-15 are there talking to each other, and they don't know who Loki is anymore. And then he looks out the window, and it's him, he who remains, as a big giant statue that replaced the Timekeepers. So what it basically implies, it's a different him, a worse him that conquered every, like that basically took over the TVA. Like before everything happened. And so Loki will have a season 2.
Oh, okay.
Very interesting because none of them have had it so far. The only thing we've gotten is they're making Cap 4.
Yeah, but that's a movie.
That's a movie. What I really liked the show because it didn't. They finally didn't have a villain just trying to ruin everything. Or at least, like, a main overarching villain that, we have to resolve this storyline, right?
So this villain was actually structured properly.
It was, like we mentioned setup, right? It was their setup movie. This was really good setup to Kang the Conqueror.
Right.
Because he explains everything. We have context of who he is, what happened, and why. What's really good about it is like we're gonna get the season 2, and like it really dives into who Loki really is as a person.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Loki's dead, right, in the actual timeline?
Yeah.
Our Loki is dead.
It's just funny that like it's like when a character dies, Marvel
They don't die. They come back.
That, but it's also Marvel's just like, now we'll give them like their own thing. Like it's the time now.
Here's
Well,
the reason why
It's a
he
little
died.
funny.
But it showed that like they could do
Black
something.
Widow,
Yeah.
like,
They showed, like with this one, however, they showed that like they could do actual good setup they could do setup in something that was good and well structured, and I gave you guys a bad synopsis.
no,
It's,
it seemed pretty good
No,
to
it
me.
made sense.
I understand what's happening.
so
Or what
like
happened.
I'm excited for season 2. It actually does make the only reason I will watch Ant-Man 3 is I know he's gonna be in it. Because I really liked
This is
his
how,
job.
How they get you.
Do I
Yes.
want to watch it?
Yeah, they make you watch the dog shit.
However, I don't think I'm really gonna want to spend any
Could we
type
just-
of money on it.
Yeah, no. No.
So, we're not gonna be doing this for Ant-Man and the Wasp 3. We're just or Ant-Man 3. I'm just gonna watch it and I'll let you guys know. What?
You don't have to-
I thought you were gonna say illegally. But
Yeah, we're not supposed to fucking mention that.
You mentioned it.
I never
You
said
said
the
you
word
weren't
illegally.
gonna buy anything. Yeah, caught yourself. Yeah, huh?
Quote unquote for free. I wouldn't.
Yeah, same.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Sure.
You have to pay me to watch.
Yeah, you have to pay me to watch it.
Yeah,
Even then,
exactly.
it's going to be about the price of a movie ticket.
Yeah.
It is. Like, so...
My hourly rate at my
Yeah.
job.
So anyways, Kang the Conqueror, because I don't know, Jack, I explained it to Jack. You probably don't know who Kang is, and Brandon probably doesn't.
I do not.
Kang the Conqueror, he's very big. He's a big villain in the comics. His other name is Nathan Richards. He's the son of Reed Richards.
Who's Reed
That's
Richards?
who
Fantastic
that is.
Four, Mr. Fantastic.
He's Mr. Fantastic.
The moment I said that, I was like, wait.
That's
So
hilarious.
at the end of like they had a big trailer thing that revealed everything. They
That
were
just-
revealing Fantastic Four.
That's why Fantastic Four is getting in now.
Cool.
But it's funny because like, just like I don't know.
The actual reason is
he has not yet been named.
No, well, yeah, but like.
Yeah. And I don't know, like I think it was very good setup for what is probably going to be our next big villain. It probably won't even be resolved in Loki. Like I think Loki will just be more of, okay, this is going to help Loki not really stop Kang, because I think that will be either in a Fantastic Four movie that's kind of like Civil War.
I wonder
they
if
kind of
Chris
just like
Evans is gonna
blend
make
it
a
in with an
cameo
Avengers.
in the Fantastic Four movie.
What?
I wonder if Chris Evans is gonna make a cameo in the
That'd be
Fantastic
so
Four
funny.
movie.
Oh, you mean because he
was
yeah.
And what was the
That'd be
other
so
one?
funny. Captain America, dude, of the torch. What are you talking about? It's like
That'd be so.
It's just a
funny.
scene at Comic-Con.
And then, I'm sure we'll see Kang the Conqueror in Multiverse of Madness. I just hope he's not resolved in Multiverse of Madness, cause
It would make sense if it would.
I think he'll probably be either Avengers 5 or like another Avengers.
it's just, is he like a bigger deal than Thanos?
No.
Would
Well,
you
I'd say Thanos is more. He's a bigger deal. Like he's probably more powerful than Thanos, but is he more popular?
No.
I mean, yeah, because Thanos had like
Well, no, even
bunch.
before.
Oh,
Yeah, even before
Even
it's like
before.
Thanos was popular.
I see.
I would
Like
say-
compared.
He had the Thanos copter. You can't beat that.
the Thanos copter's in Loki.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that.
Like, so was Thanos like the biggest like Marvel villain?
No.
Well, just because
Well,
the
there's-
Infinity Stone story is so
Magneto,
popular.
Doctor Doom, probably Doctor
Doom
Doom.
is
Okay,
the biggest
I should've-
Marvel
There's-
villain.
I didn't
Galactus.
rephrase that.
There's Galactus.
Yeah, but he's not.
I
he's
meant
not really a
Avengers.
yeah.
Villain.
No.
They
The
all
Dr.
kind
Doom,
of-
Norman Osborn bigger.
Avengers? No, I meant for like Avengers.
Yeah.
They are Avengers.
They are.
Because
Yeah,
remember, they
every
all
villain
have to
is
share.
Right. Stupid. I don't know why.
Yeah, Doctor Doom is like if you got like a comic mastermind and you said the Marvel villain,
Yeah.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
And not just because like because he's the best villain ever. It's like no, he is the villain of the Marvel characters. Like anyone. Like he'd show up in a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy comic and be like
He-
typical Doom.
He'd show up in a Black Panther. He'd
Is he
show
like,
up
Yeah.
so,
in like
did he
everything.
Who?
He's
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four.
Fantastic.
He
That's
is.
right, okay, that's
So
what I
it's
thought.
like-
That's why
family.
when like Fox had the properties of Fantastic Four and the X-Men, they still owned Magneto.
Yeah.
They still owned Doctor Doom,
Doom and
Galactus, Silver Surfer.
Yup.
And now they
But
own
Thanos
every.
is popular just because like the same reason Infinity War is popular. It's like
They
half
pretty-
of them.
They pretty
like,
much own
yeah.
everything except for Spider-Man now, right?
So
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
Kang's is newer. Like he's more. I think it was like 2000s,
Oh.
like 2010s. I don't know
No,
specific.
earlier than that.
Is
The
he?
Fantastic Four were dead on fucking arrival.
No. But this is different. Like,
No. Like seriously, like there is a point in time where the Fantastic Four just did not get referenced. Like it was in one comic they posted a picture of a burning four and everyone lost their mind. They're like, it's been 6 years. They literally, I think they went 6 years without one Fantastic Four comic.
So like, when they came out, they're really popular, right? But then.
When the Fantastic Four came out, they saved Marvel from bankruptcy.
Right.
Never mind. I'm wrong. I
Did
was
you know
wrong. That's my bad.
Venom was created by
Kang. Kang the Conqueror's first debut was September 1964.
Yeah.
I was so wrong.
Fantastic. If it's anything after the 90s, the Fantastic Four weren't involved.
When was that the last time they had a comic, or do they have comics right now?
They just started doing them again.
Really?
So the
That makes sense,
reason
Marvel just
is because Marvel did not own the movie rights. So
But they.
and then the two movies were shit, and then the one they made in 2015 was really bad. So people didn't. They were like, all right, people don't like the Fantastic. Like the mainstream media won't buy into Fantastic Four.
I know the Fantastic
And
Four.
we want to devalue the property even more so we can buy it. Don't fucking make comics. That's also why the X-Men just don't show up in video games anymore. That's why they're not in MCI. And also, it's like, while that was happening, they were pushing the Inhumans. Because they're just different mutants. And they're like, yeah, who's Wolverine? Fuck that guy. Here's Medusa. And everyone was like, the Inhumans suck. We want to see mutants. And Marvel's like, then tell Fox to fucking sell them.
But now they have it.
Like if Sony ever takes like Spider-Man away, that's what they're gonna do. because it's the last one they don't
Yeah.
have.
The Spider-Man game's not going to happen anymore.
Spider-Man is the only IP that they don't. It doesn't matter what they do, they cannot devalue.
Probably
It
not.
literally can't happen.
No, they can't. They'll try. It won't work.
It won't work. It's fucking Spider-Man.
They're gonna have
They
to.
tried in 2019. It didn't work.
What did they try?
They took him out of the MCU.
Oh right, yeah, but that.
No, Marvel didn't do it.
Oh,
Sony
right.
did.
Yeah, we're talking about Marvel devalue.
Yeah. Like they did with like X-Men and.
If anything, they do it the inverse. They like get everyone mad. They're like, "Aren't you mad? He's not in the MCU anymore."
And that's what they
Sony
did.
put
That's
him
what they
back
did
in.
the first time.
I was so happy when they put him back in. I'm like, yeah, don't be fucking stupid, Sony. You're making money for free.
Like the thing is
oh,
like
they're making the movies.
Yeah.
Marvel's
Also-
making money for free.
the thing is
Why,
like
like-
Sony like I just think like whatever Sony's doing with like their villains like they have like Venom and Morbius and whatever, just make it in the MCU. Like it's just not that big of a
Pride.
deal.
I can't fucking.
It's
It's
not
pride.
right.
Morbius.
It's a business thing because it's like
I don't really
they
care.
would
No,
give up
it's
on all
right.
that income essentially.
Not about your
They have
opinion,
enough
but
No,
about
I know.
partners
No,
on
it's
all.
Jared Leto, yeah.
Is it 50-50? I thought they only get movie rights.
No, I'm
Sony.
saying if
Oh,
to do
if.
what you said, then like at best it'd become 50-50 partners with specifically Spider-Man films.
Okay.
And it's like I don't think they want to do that because they want to have all the rights. They want
Yeah.
you know it's theirs. It's like it's fair.
They only own the
Yeah.
movie rights though.
Yeah.
Who
I know.
owns
I'm
the
talking
movies
about
now?
movies. I'm talking about the movies.
Who owns the movie rights for Hulk again? Is that Universal Studios?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't Disney own Universal Studios?
No.
No.
I thought they did.
No, because Universal's it's just its own thing.
What is it?
Yeah. That's also why there's not been another Hulk movie.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
also, didn't they like say like that wouldn't work anyway?
Yeah,
It wouldn't work. Okay, the
Which
movie
I
is
think-
about a guy who doesn't turn into the thing you want
He
him
doesn't
to.
want to turn into the thing that you want him to do. It's like
That's the whole
it's like if
point.
Iron Man for the entire movie never wanted to get into the suit, or Spider-Man didn't want to. Okay, they.
Yeah,
did
but
that.
that's good for one story, not
Yeah.
the whole
Not for
fucking
Not the whole
everybody.
thing.
synopsis.
Yeah, guys,
Like
kinda happened.
Professor Hulk, which is like the hybrid Hulk we have now, actually works.
That's
I
not
like
true.
that.
That's
Yeah,
the
like
storyline.
that's like if Spider-Man's whole shtick was like, wow, I really fucking
But
hate
it's like
beating
if he can
Spider-Man.
be in the
How-
MCU, why can't he just
I
Yeah.
kind of wish they did.
However,
fix
his
it.
arm's gone.
That's true.
So now it's like, however, he could literally just wop it off, just put a new arm.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. He could probably figure out a way to.
No,
More
well-
Gamma.
Or
He can
yeah,
just regrow it.
yeah.
Just
Or-
regrow.
Or
Yeah,
the
no,
fact that like
Oh, I'm sure they'll come with some. But
True.
they have arm.
True.
They have Bucky has a robot.
yeah, that's what
arm.
I was
They
gonna
can-
say. They could
grow
literally
an
do the
arm.
Bucky thing.
Wait, did someone lose a hand in Guardian? No,
But
that's
it
in
wouldn't
DC.
be
never
Hulk
mind.
strong if it was just a robot. You have to make it like Hulk.
Yeah, but also Hulk isn't even Hulk strong anymore.
Oh really?
Professor Hulk's like he's like half of because
Ah.
he's not
50-50
big
of both.
big anymore. Like he looks like it's like
I thought he was still as strong as Hulk.
Now look at me.
He's like half
I'm-
the strength.
yeah,
I'm the best of both worlds. I love that
I
scene.
love the scene when he's like, how many PhDs does Hulk have? 0. How much does do I?
Banner
7.
7. Banner's helpful. Does he know?
My-
in a fight.
In a fight, yeah, in a fight.
My favorite is like it's the best of both. Like I love that scene when he's smiling for the kids and then Ant-Man's just like, oh, you guys want a picture with Ant-Man too?
Oh, I hate that scene. It's so cringy to me. Like not for like, oh, that's fucking cringy. I'm like, Paul Rudd, stop.
No, that part. Okay, no, but I just love that whole scene in general when he just explains everything and he has the bowl of eggs.
I remember being in the theater and going when I saw him because I was like, what the? Do you know there's a lot of like Professor Hulk stands that are like he's hot. Yeah,
I wouldn't go that far.
yeah, it's on Instagram. You can. It's not
course.
hard.
And then I think Fat Thor is so funny.
You can
like
find
that was so
everything
funny.
on
I
internet
kind of
of
wish they
people
did
being,
Mr.
"Yo,
Fix It
that's-
Hulk, but then that would have made sense since like Banner still has some
I'm pretty
control.
sure people
Any-
find chairs hot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty
But it's weird that like they can't make a Hulk movie, but they're making the She-Hulk TV show.
Yeah, but she lady.
Sure.
She's
I don't
not
think
the
she
Hulk.
has qualms with
Which,
being the Hulk.
by the way, he's in. He's in
Yeah,
those.
yeah, which makes
Damn,
sense.
go fuck yourself. No movie to your own, Mark Ruffalo. You have to play second fiddle to everybody.
The thing is Thor Ragnarok is also like. Did you know that the Battle World it's not Battle like the Champions thing,
Yeah,
Sakaar?
that's a Hulk.
That's
story.
a Hulk story.
Yeah, because
Really?
nothing. Yeah, the whole plot of Thor Ragnarok, aside
Planet
from
Hulk.
anything on Asgard, is a Hulk story.
Like, does that story have Thor in it?
No,
Not at all. The only Avenger at all is in the very beginning when they banish Hulk to Sakaar.
Wow.
Literally.
Yeah. Also,
That's-
Bruce Banner shows up twice in the 40-issue comic. Once in the... Actually, no, once. It's in one flashback. He says Bruce Banner. It's a Hulk story through and through.
Okay, there's an animated one of Planet
Yeah,
Hulk
yeah,
where basically he becomes the king of that planet.
And it's
Sakaar.
crazy that it's as good as it is. And it's the
yeah.
two stories
That's-
blended into one. Because the last time I remember that happening was Dressrosa, and that was a trash heap.
2 stories? Well, it's like the
Dressrosa,
Yeah.
it was like the Coliseum stuff,
And then,
and then the Tontadas.
God, the fucking
I don't
trash
know,
taste is
every time
right.
you
Every
say
fucking
that,
One Piece
every time
arc
you
is
say
just
the
like, I'm
Tontadas,
like, what are
like,
these names?
I literally like cringe in the inside.
Yep.
Like it physically hurts me to remember
The
that.
Bubble Soda arc. Like, I can't with these names.
Bubble Soda art?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if at one fucking... Because, like, you ever watch the ProZD
Yeah.
video where he's, like, making fun of, like, arc names? And then Trash Taste where, like, that's basically just a jab at the One Piece fandom.
It is.
And it's, like, because it's, like, the one dude is, like, doesn't read... Connor doesn't read One Piece.
He
And the
doesn't
other...
read, but yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't read. Like, the one guy has not seen One Piece, and the other two have. And he's like, I feel like you're speaking a fucking other language. He's like, I hear Dressrosa. He goes, I hear Water 7. And then he's like, he goes, I'm waiting for the Fizzy Soda arc. He's like the Big Mom or the Whole Cake Island arc. And he's like, I don't get it. He's like, I thought you were making a joke earlier. Like, he's like, I thought you were parodying that video. And he's like, and then I find out they're fucking real arcs. And like, I can't. The Coliseum and the Tontadas.
Immortal Words is real.
Anyways, Jack, how do you feel about what you know about Loki?
On a good day, it's a 7 out of 10. It's like, because my thing is like, first episode, I'm like, okay, it's gotten him where he needs to be.
Okay.
Second episode's really funny. I just like the second episode.
It is good. I
Episode
like it.
3 and 4 can be fucking deleted. Nothing happens of note. Oh, they're all variants.
How many
Okay,
episodes are there?
6.
I
And then-
I don't know. I thought it was good. It was good character progression for Loki and Lady Loki, or at least our Loki.
I mean,
Loki's
yeah,
dead, right?
sure, but
Yeah.
no, our Loki is in reference to Loki.
Got it.
Like,
Tom
our
Hiddleston.
Loki's dead. This is our new one.
Right.
And then-
new Loki.
And then also, I really liked at the end that they were robots. Like that was like when she just throws the thing. I liked that.
Yeah, but like I didn't need 2 episodes. This could have been 1.
It could have been one. Yeah,
I really like episode 5. It's the best episode.
it is.
You know why? Because that's when the writer said, one Gator Loki,
No,
but
it's 4 reasons.
yeah, just the Lokis. Just like it's because like they make fun of the fact that because like President Loki shows up and then one of them immediately cuts his hand off and they all start backstabbing each other and like I think one of them like actually rolls their eyes. They're like, it's like it's kind of funny. Like they're like even Loki's fucking sick of his shit.
Yeah.
And just like it's cool, like when old Loki he sacrifices himself, and what does he say when he dies laughing? Glorious purpose. It's like this is literally
purpose.
this is literally a Loki who wins, who gets what he wants, and he's fucking empty. Like every Loki needs glorious purpose, and it was cool. And then episode 6 is like, sure, it's cool.
Yeah, this could happen.
I'm gonna be real though, Kang does nothing for me because I'm like, really? He's gonna be the next big one? I guess season 2 of fucking Loki's not gonna matter. Like to me, I'm like, what? So I'm gonna have to spend a whole season to get Owen Wilson to remember Loki, and to like, I don't know. Like I'm like, yeah, I get that he's the main villain, but if we're like, it's like, aha, dastards, I've been thwarted. I'll be in the next one.
I don't think they're gonna really do dastardly.
Well, it's
like
an
they're
example. I'm not saying he's gonna say that. I'm saying it's annoying because I'm like, all right, he's clearly the antagonist, but if he's gonna be an Ant-Man and he's gonna be in all this other shit, I'm like, oh, cool. It's not gonna get fully resolved. Like it's just gonna keep fucking going.
My thought is I don't know if season 2 is even. I mean, I guess it's probably gonna have him in it, but I don't know if he's gonna be like their antagonist for it.
Yeah, he probably. I don't know. Like I said, I can't.
Because
speak for something that
I
doesn't
truly
exist.
think
No.
whatever he's dealt with for,
Oh, one of them has a spoon in there.
Yeah, I'll grab it though.
Oh, okay.
like the thing that I
Okay.
think that he's going to gonna be like resolved in is a bigger Avengers movie.
I get. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like, cause I think my thing is like I'm done with Marvel. I'm like, it's just like fuck, they're really doing another big one. fuck, it's here.
No, they're like, how long did it take to do the whole
Thanos
thing?
11 years.
No, they're 11 years, baby.
It's just like
I don't even know if it's gonna be that long.
I don't see why they'd stop.
Listen, if they didn't have the self-control to stop now, why stop ever?
Yeah, Endgame was literally the perfect place.
End in its name.
Yeah, so if they didn't stop there, they're not stopping until they literally cannot physically make more movies.
It's true. When they kill off all of their characters.
When everyone all at once wants to end the contract. That's when it'll end.
Disney goes bankrupt. I don't know, which isn't happening.
Because, like, in this one, it is kind of funny that they wrote off, like, fucking 4 of the 6 Avengers. They're like, Hulk, like, or he'll be in the TV show. Hawkeye will get his own TV show. Captain America and Iron Man are fucking gone. And Thor's the only one with a movie. And, like, Black Widow got a movie.
And even then, it might just, we don't even know if it's going to be, like, him or if it's going to be Lady Thor.
It might just be setting up to fucking write Thor out.
Yeah, so I guess, I don't know, what even are the Avengers anymore? Like, I guess they'll make new Iron Mans, new...
Far From Home, that's really, I love how they make a joke about it, but it really is, like, you could just, because they say, like, are the Avengers even a thing anymore? And, like, you could honestly replace is the MCU even a thing anymore? Because now it's like, what the fuck?
Like, all the major players are gone.
It's like, hey, it's like the TV shows, I love how they're like, hey, bend reality. Captain America 3.5. Bend reality. And it's like, man...
Hawkeye.
We have dried the well up. We gotta go into fucky wucky timey wimey bolt. Like Spider-Man's gonna be about the multiverse. You're really digging if you can't just do a fucking Doc Ock story. Or like,
or even a
Doctor Strange is gonna be a setting, setting up the multiverse. It's like, okay, sure.
They need to fill up a decade of time here. Like, they need this.
They do.
I'm like, yeah, I can't do like any more just like superhero. Like it's like all of them are like, oh, it's a reality bending. I'm like,
right. Like that is kind of like one of the things. Like, wow, that's one of the things I didn't like about like the first Spider-Man. Where it's like there's too much Iron Man. It's like, why are we doing this? Like it's a Spider-Man. Like why?
I like that they're all related.
I do like that too.
Phase 2, I feel like had it best. It's like, yeah, they can meet each other, but this is Captain America.
Because it's not the Avengers movies are for them to. That's when they come together, like legitimately. Like, sure, you could have like some cameos here and there, but like the point of the Avengers is like this is where they all come together. But if they're doing that every other fucking movie, why are we doing
how
it?
Civil War, they're like, no, it's Captain America movie.
It's Captain America.
It's like, yeah, because 2 of the 6 Avengers are on fucking vacation right now, and it's like if it was Natasha and Clint, this would have been an Avengers movie, but because it's not Hulk, because it's Thor, it's not an Avengers movie. I was wondering, like, what sides would they be on? Hulk would be on Iron Man's side. He's a pussy. He does everything.
Hold on. Hulk is on Iron Man's side. Thor is on Steve's.
Yeah, easily.
No, it's easy.
Yeah,
because why would Thor?
He can't understand what Tony's saying.
No. Well, the thing is like, why the hell would Thor care about what America has to tell him?
Hell yeah. Thor is without borders.
Yeah,
like Thor is literally a god. It would make 0 sense for him to sign the Sokovia Accords.
Would be a little unfair though to put Thor and Scarlet Witch on Cap's team.
Yeah, that's fucking.
It is. I saw a funny graph. It's like Cap's team. It's like Cap's like retired. Like Wanda's depressed.
Oh, and everyone's dead.
It's all the shit. It's like it's like Iron Man's team.
How
Iron Man is dead. Natasha is dead. T'Challa's dead in real life. Vision is dead. Spider-Man's out of the MCU.
Yeah, so it's like, who are they?
And Rhodey's crippled.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Well, he can walk, but he has
of
like a fucking exoskeleton on his legs now. But he couldn't use his legs.
At the end of the fight, Iron Man shoots him out of the sky.
No, it's
he
Vision.
crash lands in the ground. Okay, Vision shoots him in the sky, crash lands on the ground. He's paralyzed from there.
The problem is like the things you were setting up, which was Spider-Man is going to be like the next like real like kind of like leader.
He's the new Tony Stark.
And like
he's like 16.
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay.
You need to be Iron Man.
Said,
Iron
But,
Man
like-
ran a Fortune 500 when he did this. I have a Mac that I found in the dumpster.
but like the thing is like Sony's about to take him away, and then like you were trying to also set up Captain Marvel, but no one actually likes her. Or well, she's very it's very divided.
That's their fault.
It is their fault. No. I'm not giving excuses.
All
I'm
they
just
had
telling
to
you
do-
the reasons of why even continuing it isn't that good of a thing.
all they had to do was
You're
literally
setting
take
up. What? Oh, you go.
All they had to do to make that movie good was remember the part where she had the flashback of like the crash, who she finds at the crash, the explosion. Put that in front of when she wakes up on the alien planet.
All that movie would have needed.
I'm gonna be real.
The problem-
They needed to cast someone else because she has no fucking chemistry with anybody.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not even her fault though. That's the writers because
It is
she
the
didn't write her
writers.
dialogue.
I've seen her in other things, man. It's nothing. She's fucking cardboard.
What I'm saying is, though, if she had good dialogue and good, I feel like there's no way. Like usually, even if it's like a mid actress, if they have a good production team behind
Yeah.
it.
What is she?
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. I'd rather have like someone who's like, yeah, they're not saying anything new, but like Black Widow, like she's not fucking saying anything. Or like, got him again, Nat. Like fucking like, oh, what a zinger! But it's like, good. This is a good actress who has good chemistry.
People writing her dialogue can write good.
Yeah,
Dialogue.
but you can't write chemistry.
Did you guys
That's something
know-
you need to have.
Did you guys know? Fun fact: when what's her name was talking about like their their private part or like
Elena?
Oh yeah.
like when they were getting that stuff removed, they were gonna originally they were gonna remove those lines, but they were fighting to like keep them in
Because it's fun.
because it is like
But
they
you
were.
can't talk about lady parts. That's not right, guys. These are for boys, not women.
So I don't know
No,
any
You
any
can't tell me
I
it
didn't
wasn't.
want to mention that. I don't know. It's just like when you have that, and then like you were trying to build up other things, but like everybody has a problem with their movies. Like, Ant-Man is kind of boring.
Fucking Ant-Man.
Doctor Strange, no one liked his movie until like the third act.
Yeah.
For me, I saw the third act and I was like,
Wait, for what movie?
for Doctor Strange, it's like third act, turn off. I've seen enough.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
That's a YouTube clip. I'm
It
not
is.
watching 40 minutes for
It's a
a
great-
fight scene.
Yeah.
And then the only other and then you had Spider-Man who's leaving, Captain Marvel who's crap, and
T'Challa died in real life.
Is Spider-Man legit leaving after the third
No.
movie? Oh.
No. It's
well,
just
we
like-
don't know. The speculation is the reason it's part of the multiverse is that Peter's just gonna go away.
And then Tobey Maguire.
And then
comes
no,
in.
nope.
I know,
Just
I
a
know,
different-
I know.
Nope, it's that he's gonna go away and he's gonna be in the he's gonna be in the universe with all of the Sony villains
Like
that they've
Venom.
been building, like Venom, Morbius.
Oh.
Yup.
Hey, well,
And
no,
that
I
and
don't
they're
like it.
and they're not even gonna do Norman Osborn. And they're not going to do Norman Osborn in the MCU because they're waiting to do it in the Sony films.
That sounds.
Depressing.
Fucking do it,
Yep.
Sony. I'm gonna be real, man. The minute Spider-Man leaves to go in the MCU, I'm like, I'm checking out. I'll be like, I'm done. I will actively not watch them. Like, if you're like, hey, for my birthday, let's watch them, I'll be like, sure. But I'm like, best kids leaving.
Spider-Man's the only.
Out of 5,000.
I think, like-
the only superhero I care
I
about.
think like
What else?
I
Like,
think like any after movies of Marvel, I will not see if that happens.
like the only one that even gained any popularity, like before everybody left, were the Guardians.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And even then, it seems like Thor's just gonna be with them for now, and it's just like, oh, you're just putting these two together.
It's so funny. It's like, oh, Guardians 1 to 2, 3 years. Guardians 2 to 3, 6 years.
Yep.
And 'cause I think it's also hard to write characters for this many movies or this long. It's just hard.
How many
You run out of things
how many
to-
fucking arcs can you put them through?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, how many lessons does Peter have to learn before you go, okay?
Like,
Maybe, I
Peter's-
just don't think he had anything going for
Peter's
him.
easy. He's like a young kid. Like,
Oh,
you
I
can
meant
make it-
Star-Lord.
You meant Star-Lord.
Oh,
Peter
I
Quill.
didn't know his name was.
Yeah, even Spider-Man. It's like, how many fucking lessons can we teach this fucking
Right, like,
kid before...
and he's the easiest character, and even that because he's like a kid, you could figure shit out.
Yep.
You could do normal kid stuff. You could
Yep.
do it, and even that would
Put
get
kids
old
through
eventually.
divorce.
You can only do it for so long.
So-
Like, the adult characters.
Oh man,
though,
happier together than
Yep.
next movie.
Yeah,
they're
like, at least for
divorced.
10 years, you have Peter being like, I don't know how to get my fucking life together.
Yeah, but it's like it's difficult to do that with established characters.
Like,
it's like
Tony being like it's like, for Tony, his like my life together is like, oh, grief of like regrets, things done.
yeah.
Versus Peter's is like, I have nothing ahead of me. It's like, that's fun, but that's one. It's like, then you can do Peter's regret story, but fucking you can't do Tony's I have nothing in front of me because the motherfucker is a Fortune 500 company and the Iron Legion. Like,
No, it's
Yeah.
You have everything in front of you.
So the longer they keep using these characters, it's like it's
And
gonna.
I think
it's also like some of them have been around as long as Tony, but aren't in the spotlight as him. So you'll be like, why is Clint still here?
So it was a good idea to get rid of all the characters, you kill them off, make them old, whatever you have.
But it's
to
also
do,
like, why not just end that way?
is the
Money.
obvious conclusion there, but
why did they not stop Dragon Ball Z after Goku died?
Money.
Yup.
Yeah. Right.
Why did Bleach continue after Soul Society?
Yeah.
Why
these are all
did
true things, but it doesn't make Avengers any less.
It's like you
No.
can still complain about it. You can still be like it's because you're like, all right, clearly money makes the world go round, so you're gonna keep going. Why aren't we like just keep putting the love in? You clearly can afford it.
Just like I don't know.
anyways, the problem was they built up no one.
See, my thing is, right, if you
As well.
want the MCU to end, don't build up to fucking Endgame. Just build up to something else.
Or at least don't call it Endgame.
But like if you didn't call it Endgame, but you had the events of Endgame, it still feels like an ending.
Yeah.
So it's like then just don't build up to
put
this.
an overarching story in.
No,
just
you
every
can
couple
do that. Just don't make it so like world
cataclysmic.
ending. Yeah.
Just every couple of years have the fucking Avengers show up, and then like for the next few movies be like, they've mentioned Kang a couple times. He's the villain of Avengers 5, isn't he?
And then when you're
And then,
ready
like,
to end the MCU, then do this whole Thanos thing
this
and
fucking
all the
world
Endgame and-
endy.
Thanos is a very good ender.
It's like they blew their entire load immediately, and now, well, not immediately, but they did it, and now they're like, well,
They're immediate. It took them 11 years to fucking do.
The problem is like you built no one in the time of you were gonna end these people, or even if you
because
did.
they were built to see.
No, but what I meant was, if you're gonna kill off characters, you didn't build up anybody to be like, okay, I'm excited to see this thing, I'm excited to see that thing. Like for a lot of things, right?
But like that's a tough ass to give the characters a good end, and then also build up more characters on top of that. It's just unfocused. I feel like it makes sense to do that after you kill the character.
Which they tried to do at the end. Like they were just like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you the shield, and you know.
It's cool, but it's like it's sequel syndrome. It's like it's fucking Boruto. It's like
it is.
It's like it's cool, but I could fucking ignore this and it doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Because like you could have
I'm already satisfied.
like at the end of Endgame you could be like, oh, he's Captain America now. But the fact that it's like, oh, but you haven't seen what happens yet. I'm like, I don't need to.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Right, that's why I think listen, Kiseki was very much like Avengers can keep going without feeling like why are we doing this? Because it's like it hasn't had an endgame. It doesn't do endgame because it's like we'll do endgame at the end. We're not gonna do it.
I'd argue that Cold Steel 4 was very like that.
I don't think it's an Avenger. It's like an Avengers movie, but it's not endgame.
It is straight up Endgame.
Because it doesn't solve any of the major problems that have been built up.
It literally stops the Erebonian curse, which plagued all of it.
No, I'm not arguing that, but that's not the overarching story of Kiseki. That has literally that's not the whole story of Kiseki.
But no, you could have literally have stopped.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You don't know shit about all these other things. Why would that make no sense to stop at Cold Steel 4? What are you talking about?
Okay, you don't have to go the Calvard.
Yes, you do. Okay,
no, you
If
don't!
you set up shit in the East and then don't go to the East, what was the point of setting all this shit up? What are you talking about? What do you... It's the end of a saga, not the end of the entire story. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't know.
That's literally what Avengers Endgame does.
No, it literally ends... Literally everything. It doesn't... It's not like it sets up for... when going into even Erebor, you know that this isn't the end, right?
Because that's what the producer said, and that's the same thing that happened with Endgame.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you play Cold Steel 4, it does not, to me, and I think most people, never at any point feels like it ends the entire story. It feels like it's
They
ending Erebonia story.
They
that has
literally
connections to
say
everything else.
that like the curse has affected everything
Yeah,
that
it
we've
has-
done up until this
It
point.
has affected
Just like
First of all,
Thanos.
Not everything, but it's affected really important events in the previous.
It's
But
literally
it's only wrapping up
Thanos.
those things.
It's
not wrapping up
the
entire
Erebonian
story.
curse
That's
is
crazy.
literally
Yes,
Thanos.
I literally disagree. That is not the same. It is not the same.
It is.
Also, no, it's not.
And I think it's a difference of how big of a fan are you of something else.
I
Right?
disagree. I disagree.
Like, you could literally stop and just be like, okay, as long as I don't watch this end credit scene... Yeah, I know. As long as you don't watch this end credit scene, the curse is gone.
Yeah.
Straight up. And the only thing that they do is, oh, this person's gonna be in Ouroboros now.
Plus, it's not like the curse was the main villain of the entire, like, saga. It wasn't. Because you don't find out about the curse of Cold Steel 3, the game before what you think is
But then
ending.
you find out,
That's
oh yeah, it
insane.
affected
That's
it affected
no,
things in
that's-
Sky.
no,
It
forget that.
affected
That's what I'm
hold up,
saying.
it
That's
affected
like if
things in
they
Sky. It
introduced-
affected
No,
things in
no,
Crossbell. It
no.
affected things in
I went to go get water.
Crossbell. It did! It did
I'm
though!
not arguing that it did. What I'm saying is that doesn't
Video
relate
part
to
2.
it suddenly being like that's endgame.
So Jack,
now.
Nick,
Like,
It
this
is,
game
though!
called Trails in the
It
Sky.
is.
It's
It
a wonderful
is.
JRPG
You spend literally-
series.
Nick Brandon
Nice.
just goes. So in Trails
You
in the
literally
Sky,
spend
he catches
98%
us up
of the
to
game
it.
with just the Erebonian cast. How could that possibly be just the end? Like, that's
This is
ridiculous.
next level
And
tangent.
then they
Yeah,
all
they-
come
they got
together.
fucked.
A
You were
couple
gone.
fight, but actually one
they
fight.
grabbed the
What are you
wheel.
talking
Black-
about?
And not only that, but in
Black
the
Widow
future,
Loki?
shit
No.
together till the
And
end.
second-
and then in
Second.
and
I
then
saw the picture
in
and I'm like,
and
oh,
then in
we-
but in
we
every
have
other
to put
arc you
Reen in
see
the middle
other
now.
people come in too. It's not just like
All right, Kyle. All right, we need like during this section we gotta put Reen in here. Just
Yeah, Reen's gotta like slide
Okay.
down from the
Sure.
top onto like the fucking...
sure if I feel like editing this before Wednesday.
He's gonna be on Marvel Studios.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
So okay. Like for example,
So in
1 through
Trails
2
in the
is a
Sky,
Stella.
just
Okay,
getting
hold up.
Joshua.
1 through 2 is Estelle and Joshua, right? And that actually is because of the curse, because the thing that caused Hamel to be destroyed was the curse itself,
Sure.
right? Okay. And that causes the setup for 1 and 2,
Okay, but like,
right?
okay, I don't know. But here's the thing. Like, these are true things, but it's not like because like you were shown Thanos way before Infinity War, Endgame, and all that other shit, right?
Okay.
You don't learn the curse. That's like if you met Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet in Infinity War. That's ridiculous. And then suddenly, like, you know what I mean? Like, if
It's literally
If the
the
curse was
same
set up-
thing.
from Sky and then that was the end, I would agree with you. But it is not. It's just that you retroactively learn that these events were caused due to the curse. Just to be like, that's how big of a deal this curse thing is. It's
Okay.
huge. That's not the same as having a villain for an entire saga be set up from beginning to end almost. And then
Almost.
ending it and then being like, yeah, that sounds like an end. When you just show like near the end of the saga and be like, yeah, this is like
But people continue to to like watch stuff and do stuff because they like them.
Dude, I'm not saying people shouldn't do that.
No,
I'm
but
just
it's
saying-
like but it's like comparing apples to oranges.
It's not though. In what? How?
It is!
It's not though. All right, whatever, dude. This is going nowhere. We're just gonna have to.
Brendan, how you
agree to
feel?
Disagree.
So I agree with Neil that it's like in terms of like plot wise speaking, like it's like yes, we learn about the curse and it's like stuff happened before, but it's like but she's not like it's like a
Okay.
it's like a oh yeah okay like that's what's causing all of it. It's not like okay there's this really bad thing that's causing everything and we need to solve it by doing all these things
Okay.
to get all the things together to defeat the evil bad guy. It's oh shit. There's this thing like this is the thing behind this whole time. All right, but now we have all the pieces together that we can like in all the connections together to stop this thing because all of us are like, oh hey, we are all trying to solve this thing. But in the sense of you have everyone here, you have everyone doing everything. It's like oh, you have the Libellium people, you have the Crossbell people, you have the Erebonian people.
Even then, you don't have all the characters. You are missing some characters. Like
No, it's
Risha,
literally
Mozzie,
almost
whatever.
everyone.
They are still there. They're
Yeah,
part of the other people doing other things.
but-
It's like, oh yeah, Arios and those people aren't there in CS4, so they're not there. Like
No, it's literally
they're part of-
every single
But the
person
point
has a
is-
part to
but my
play in the
point
thing.
is them all. So you can say that about any of the other Avengers films. They're all technically there. Doesn't mean that movie's the end. That is not the condition for it signifying an end. That's my point here.
It all kind of just wraps up with the wedding.
Okay, but it
And it's just like happy ending.
My point,
Cool.
I'm agreeing
Fine.
with you, but it's not wrapping up the entire overarching story of the series. It's only wrapping up Erebonia's story and tying up a couple loose ends from Crossbell and Sky, and it doesn't even finish all of Crossbell.
And you don't think they're
going?
going to do something else with Kiseki at all, like with it in the name once they get to their end game?
No, Kiseki will just end. Like there might be there'll be no more Legend of Heroes games, but there won't be another Kiseki game, and we know this because they've said as much. Like they've said Kiseki will end, Legend of Heroes will continue. The Kiseki will end. It has an end, and then it's just done.
Everything always comes down to money.
Okay,
If it
listen,
makes them, and if
all they care
if that's their pot, like it's why they did like. It's why they continue like Nintendo continues like Mario or Zelda and doesn't continue Pikmin
You can't
or
compare, no, that's
F-Zero.
comparing apples to oranges, because those are standalone non-story centric games to like a series like that where it's connected story and all that stuff. It's like, why would you compare Mario to that? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
They're both games.
That's literally
They're
the only thing.
So about that Black Widow movie.
Yeah, we're gonna stop this. I also don't want to. I don't feel like continuing right now. Let's just end it here.
I just feel like it just comes down to preference. Some people.
I mean, look, listen. We have to just agree to disagree here. We'll just call it a day then. All right. Because we're not gonna convince each other of anything. So
No.
let's just end it there.
Thank you guys. You gave me the perfect excuse to go to the bathroom.
Got you, bro.
So there's this really cool JRPG series called Trails in the Sky.
That ends in Cold Steel 4.
So this family adopts this kid named Joshua.
Yeah.
Freaking.
It's this girl's
Loki's
birthday. It's this girl's birthday, and she's like, "Oh, what's my dad gonna get me as a present?" And he's
I
like,
thought you said 7.
Look what
Yeah, I
look
said
what I
I
got
got
for
that.
you.
Oh.
I got you a boy."
I give it an 8.
Wait, so we're all rating it now?
No,
I
only
haven't
me
seen
and
it,
you.
so
They didn't
oh.
see it.
Oh yeah, so that's 6.
I don't know. What do you guys rate? What do you guys rate my synopsis?
14
of
out
Loki?
of 20.
Yeah,
That's
Okay.
not bad. That's
it's not bad.
68%.
Which isn't.
That's a
good.
70%.
It's 70.
It's passing.
It's passing.
C's get degrees.
I don't know.
What do you rate my synopsis?
I need to watch
I'm gonna
it.
give it a 7.
Alright.
I could give it
The predicted score. What you think will happen. What
7.
you think it'll be.
7.
Anyone want a bottle of water?
Nick already beat you to that.
Yeah, I
Actually,
didn't want to
yeah,
ask you
sure.
guys. I went to go.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't
Neil,
want to
can
ask
you get
you.
me one, please?
I didn't want to ask you guys while you were converse, because
I didn't want to get in the crossfire.
Yeah, no.
Conversating.
Nick, it's all your water's fault.
Nah. It's the mic's fault.
It is the mic's
There you
fault.
go.
You're right. Thanks.
Yours.
Yeah, it got heated.
I mean, we're chill. We're just.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I hope so.
There you go.
I just think it's a difference of opinion.
I don't fully agree with that, but I think there is objectiveness to be had.
Just
But
leave it there. Just leave it there for today.
I just think people continue things
I
just
say we
based off
pick
of
it
what
up after
works.
the video.
yeah.
Oh, you guys should. This is actually really genius. You guys should try to make us side with your point because there's 3 of us, so there's no tiebreaker, or there will be a tiebreaker.
Oh
I
no!
feel like
Please
We
no.
already just
No.
argued though, so like.
Didn't we
I
have
think
this
we
already in the
put our
car?
points out there.
We already
I don't
did-
want. I don't. Okay, I'm ending the video.
Who won the car?
Definitely. Oh, end the video.
All right. Leave a like, comment down below. We're not talking about what we talked about in the car. Bye.